welcome back, yet again, to our old friend, Phoenix Point, Terror from the Void. So I got a little more explaining to do, but I'll keep it more brief than the last time. So, I did a little off-stream grinding, just to kind of push things forward. And I'm very glad I did, because if anyone remembers, last time, the very last thing that happened was New Jericho built their command center, and then Synedrian declared war on them. So the thing is, I figure, well, okay, I can't just help New Jericho. I don't even like. Honestly, I like Synedrian as a faction better. They're a bunch of naive hippies, and they're probably gonna get everyone killed. But I like them, and I like their tech too. They got some really nice, especially on the geoscape layer with the mist repellers. They got some good tech. But yeah, so I decided to off stream. I did Project Domovoy, so that was the Synedrian big project, and well, that made New Jericho declare war on Synedrian. So now Jericho and Synedrian are both at war with each other. That's just a thing that's happening now. So oh boy. So what happened then was almost immediately, Haven defense missions started popping off one after the other, and it wasn't Pandorans. So now that factions are actually starting to go to war with each other, they are constantly attacking each other's havens. But what's interesting is that they need to physically do it. And hey there, Vexus. Hey there. I'm just kind of explaining the situation of where we're going to be at when we actually start up today. Alright? So, right. Synedrian and New Jericho are at war, so they attack each other all the time. But what's very interesting about how that works compared to, like, the Pandoran attacks, as far as I know, the Pandoran attacks, they just sort of happen at random based on some background math. But when it comes to factions fighting each other, they actually have to physically navigate to the enemy bases. So like when New Jericho wants to attack Synedrian, they have to take one of their flyers and send it to a Synedrian haven, and you know, the other way around too. So here's what happened. Basically, there was just haven defense after haven defense, and unfortunately, when you come to the aid of one faction, you are going to anger the other faction, but it's actually not as bad as you might think. The faction loss for the opposing faction it's not that bad. I assume it's because you're there to keep the peace, basically, right? Like, you're there to stop them from murdering each other. That's what you're doing. So they don't take it as a direct attack on them. You do lose faction points, but like when two factions are at war, if you're helping both sides, it kind of evens out. Like, yeah, like you can pretty much freely defend havens on both ends, and it comes out fine. And it's really good for resources too. Like I got a ton of resources and then immediately spent it, but yeah, the resources are flowing in because of this war, and we're keeping them from killing each other. And what's interesting is that every time you defend a haven from another faction, they lose the flyer that they sent. Now they can build new ones. They can always build new ones, but the thing is they like as they work through their stockpile of flyers on the map, the attacks become less and less frequent. So like as I keep defending havens and I keep destroying the planes that they send to, you know, to do the attacks get less frequent. And I think at a certain point, if I just keep doing that, no one's gonna have any planes to fight each other with. so they'll calm down, right? Like they'll still be at war, but they won't be able to actually do anything about it. So, you know. But the thing is, the Pandorans, like they're not just sitting back and watching. You know, the Pandorans are still very actively attacking, so I still have to defend against them. And right now they're attacking one of my bases, so I have to deal with that. But that's where we're at. Like that's where things are at for today. I did so many Haven defense missions. Like it, I think I did well over like 6 Haven defenses or something like that. They were coming in so fast. I had to let one slide even, but the Haven could take care of itself. So yeah, the game gets a little grindy once the factions go to war, but it on the plus side, it's very good for EXP. Like we're getting tons of both individual and Phoenix XP from all these defenses, and it's really good for resources. Like every time you defend a haven, they give you hundreds of every resource, and it really adds up fast. So I had enough resources that I just manufactured more of the Thunderbolt weapon for planes, and I manufactured a ton of equipment that we needed, all kinds of good stuff. So honestly, the factions being at war, it's a little annoying, but it's kind of the best thing that's happened to us so far as far as resources go. So with that said, let's load up. It is interesting though that like the factions didn't like each other before, but like what so it seems like what triggers warfare is a specific research that you have to do. Like doing the New Jericho Command Center, that triggered the war between like that. Well, it triggered Sanhedrin attacking New Jericho, and then when I did the Sanhedrin Project Domovoy, that triggered New Jericho attacking Sanhedrin. But like if we look in the diplomacy, the disciples of Anu, they are like they're still just kind of there, right? Like they yeah, they're unfriendly to Sanhedrin, but like they don't hate each other. They're aggressive to New Jericho, but they're not at war. So I assume that there has to be something, like there's got to be something, some sort of project that I can do for the disciples that will make them hostile to the others. There's got to be something, right? I'm not really sure what that something would be though. So right now, like for research, I'm actually doing really good on research. Everything's coming along pretty well. But yeah, I want to do the advanced missiles, and then we're gonna get a story event with the Ugothian entity. I put that off a little bit, but yeah, I'm not really sure what kind of research I can do that would make the disciples hostile to the others. It's kind of weird that they're the most peaceful faction. I would have thought that Sanhedrin would have been like the most easy to get along with faction, right? Because they generally just sort of do their own thing and they don't bother anyone. So yeah, it's kind of weird to me that the disciples, the crazy mutant fanatics, they're the ones that are peaceful. That's weird. But yeah, I still need to destroy a citadel. I need to get a Pandoran with a virus infection. Like, we got things to do, but the Ugothian entity, that should open something up still. And Vexus, I did a little City of Heroes. I did for my MMO stuff. I played on my own just a little more of that, because again, the Halloween stuff is going on, and I wanted to check out some of like the newer content too. It's fun. I like the new factions they made for City of Heroes lately. They're a lot harder. They're a lot harder than the original enemy groups from back in the day. All right, let's see. So, okay, let's go over some things. So, manufacturing. I'm working on a second Aspida because I think the Aspida has, I think it's come out really well, right? Like the Aspida, the one that we have with the Themis or Themis NT, like it's a paralyzing machine. And then you have like the Stim Cloud module, which like that is incredible when you're doing like a layer or something, right? Like to keep everyone topped up for action points. And then the improved chassis, yeah, like if somebody gets, like if up to 2 people get hurt or they need status curing or whatever, like yeah, you shove them in there and they regenerate both their hit points and will points. Like the Aspida is a great support vehicle. And it's great at taking down bigger threats too, like to stun them. So we're working on that. A little more armor, because I found a helmet, a sniper helmet, so I'm making the rest of that gear. And then just some more modules and yeah, just some things that needed replacing and all that. Let's see, we got our Air Force going strong. The Manticore free shipping doesn't have a module on it. I could slap a module on. For heat guided weapons. And I don't know, put the evasion countermeasures on, or well, what else we got? Counters bioweapons. I like that one. 200 additional hull points, and it counters bioweapons. Well, I guess there's also the visual counter, but like, it's limited in use. I got 4 thunderbolts, and I haven't put the thunderbolts on anything yet. But there is a reason for that. I was kind of considering putting the thunderbolts on this actually, and you might say why put it on that? Well, the reason is because this is a super long range weapon. It does tons of damage. It's got good shred. It's like if you need to do hit and run tactics, I mean honestly, decking out a Helios with really good weapons, I mean honestly that's probably more useful than putting it on anything else. And yeah, like this module doesn't help you in combat, but it helps you to get to the combat quicker. Although I do kind of wonder if that module gets disabled, would that just like boot out everyone that's in, like what would happen to the guys in the transport? I don't know, but I'm considering just slapping these on to the 2 Helioses, but it depends. I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait until the behemoth pops its ugly head up again, and then we'll see what we're gonna do, right? But I could totally use the Helioses as combat planes too. All right. So okay, here's the state of the geoscape. There's an enemy invasion at Haven Nowhere. I am currently sending the Goodyear blimp and its crew over to deal with that. And yeah, this is as you can see, yeah, it's a Sanhedrian base under attack by New Jericho. So we're gonna be fighting them. Like I gotta admit, like fighting the other factions it's generally a lot easier than fighting the Pandorans, but it's not without surprises. Like that's the thing, it's not without surprises. They have a different combat style, but generally it's easier to kill other humans than it is to kill Pandorans. Go figure. And then yeah, Tobias West's fortress, that's under construction over here. But yeah, right. Oh god, there's 4 Pandoran structures up. Oh goody, right? Oh, and just a nest? Yeah, that's just a nest. I could knock that one out pretty easy. But yeah, what we got to deal with right now is our base down here, which I've never used. But yeah, this base is under attack. And I only have... So I have the Sphinx team. The Sphinx team is a little, like, they've been seeing some action over there. So they're not doing as good as they could be. And then I even had to throw in the Chimera with this dude right here, Declan Tam, the Berserker, which I literally just picked him up. We're going into this one with not an ideal crew at all. Very not ideal. Also, just because I wanna mention that it happened, we had a death and a resurrection. We had our very first resurrection through death, and I gotta be honest, I actually think dying is the best thing that happened to this unit. So let's see if I can find him. He'd be here. Yeah, so we now have our very first fully bionic unit, Robo Bubsy. So yeah, Bubsy died to a Scylla. Like I actually had to fight a Scylla without rocket launchers. We took it down literally with just these machine guns and determination, and it worked. But in the process, Bubsy was, he fought valiantly, but he died. But we have the technology. So because I did that one research that gives a chance of bringing someone back from the dead as either a mutant, like a full mutant, or a full cyborg. So because I did that, yeah. Bubsy is now Robo Bubsy, and he's actually pretty good. Like he's got the heavy juggernaut body, and yeah, like it's nice. He's completely immune to most effects. Like yeah, he's immune to viral poison. He's paralysis resistant. Can't bleed. Can't be gooed. I guess he is vulnerable to acid, but that's, I mean, acid is bad for everything with armor. Oh yeah, look at that. He's got an energy shield. He can just smash through walls and objects. He's immune to mind control because, you know, he's a robot. So yeah, dying was the best thing that happened to Bubsy, and his armor, his old heavy armor, I gave that to someone else, because his armor, we could salvage that after the fight, so I forget who I gave it to exactly. I gave his armor to someone, but I can't remember who exactly. But we made good use of it, so yeah. So with the right research, death is not the worst thing that can happen to a unit. Not the worst thing at all. Alright, let's go ahead and save, and we have to do this. So, extreme threat. I sure hope there's no big boys on this mission. I sure hope. Okay, does this guy have enough, does he have enough ammo? I mean, I sure hope he does. I want to give him a little more ammo, just in case. We got a lot of guys that aren't really all that terribly great, I think. Like, oh, we got Squidward with his little acid pistol. And, oh yeah, I think this is who I gave the heavy armor to Han Solo. So yeah, oh, he can't carry any more ammo. Okay, but yeah, I gave the heavy armor to Han Solo here. He's a technician, but you know, It's good armor, and I guess it's got the jetpack still. Main thing is he can pop out 2 turrets, and that's the most useful thing he can do. So yeah, this is gonna be a rough one. This is gonna be a bit of a rough one. Like we're using a bit of an under budget squad. A lot of them are very fresh, and they're not really the ideal combo of classes and equipment and all that. So yeah, it's not great, but it's what we got to deal with. So let's hope, yeah, let's hope they don't bust out anything too crazy for this mission. So as usual, survive 5 turns. We have a Siren Instigator to kick things off, which is always fun. And then what does this one do? Like what is its function? Well, it's got the pepper cloud, of course. But yeah, this is what we want to go for first. So okay, it does not. So it does not have a mind control head. It has a psychic scream head. All right. Then I think what we want to do is we want to go for like the tail, the torso. We want to we just want to kill it as quickly as possible, I think. So yeah, disable and kill.
My turn.
Do we want to set some things on fire? Fire has a bit of a dual, like a little bit of a downside to it. Like the downside to fire is that it makes it very hard to actually see what the hell you're doing. But yeah, the 2 big enemies, that's what we want to deal with first. Oh, we got Smooth Jazz got poked a little bit. I could Overwatch, or I could jump down and like, you know, get into it, right? We can't just stay up here.
Come get some.
Okay, we got this guy. I don't think he's really... Yeah, he's one of the fresh guys here. So, he's not gonna really do a whole lot. Let's just get him off of the, catwalk there.
Ready to engage.
Did he miss?
Finger on the trigger.
I think he just missed.
I'm on the move.
Alright, and just have him Overwatch. That's about the best thing he can do. This Han Solo, he's our technician, so we want to get him... Well, we want to get him in a place where he can plop down his turrets. Yeah, him plopping turrets is kind of the best thing we can do with him. So...
This will help.
1. And 2. Alright. That sets that up. Now, now we gotta make sure that he doesn't die. So, It's looking at who has turns, who can do things.
Let's show him what we can do.
Oh, hey, we got Vexus on this mission. Nice. So okay. Fire, again, it is a double-edged sword, but I think setting these two guys on fire probably what we want to do, just because it would, like, yeah, it would hurt both of them, and it would hurt them in a way that, like, they're gonna have to move from where they are. So yeah, or this guy over here. There's a lot of threats, in this map. Not too worried about this guy, but I don't have a good clean shot on him, so I think setting him on fire, best I can do. Alright. And I think moving through that fire, I'm pretty sure that hurt him even more. But yeah, so this is the problem with fire. I can't see shit. That's the fire problem. Well, I guess the good thing is that we have enough action points that I can just... Yeah, so we can throw out the fire grenade and shoot twice in the same turn, and this might get a kill. Alright. See, now the fire feels a little wasted, but it got that other... It got the sniper one. It got him out of... Yeah, just overwatch all of that. But yeah, I got the sniper to kind of move out of his position, so, you know, there's that. What are we gonna do with smooth jazz here?
Receiving.
Comms online.
So we can overwatch. That's a thing we can do.
Providing overwatch.
And then I think Sophia's the last person that can actually just do stuff this turn. Bad shot. I gotta say, that little, like, hold up. So, like, that area over here, that is the worst. Like, every base defense mission, I hate that little area. Like, the thing about this is that, like, they actually have a really good shot from in there, but we have a terrible shot. Like, yeah, so it's easy to shoot out of, hard to shoot into. I mean, part of me wants to just, like, throw a fire grenade into that area, just to flush them out, right? Honestly, I think I want to flush them out. I think that is what I want to do, actually. Because, yeah, that is literally the most annoying place that they can hide. So, yeah, there will be none of that. So that'll force them out. Now, I don't like his gun, but we do have some Overwatch, right? Like, we've got Overwatch all over here, so he's probably gonna get disabled. Now this thing, yeah, we want to lower how much it can move so that it can't get, like, it can't get right up on us, basically. Alright, and then with my last attack of the turn, I don't think you're gonna disable its gun, so just shoot it a little bit. Plink it. Alright. Oh, we got Phoenix Guard. Cool. Cool. We could have the Phoenix Guard, we could have them go over here and, like, we could have them man the computers think they can drop down here. Yeah, there's a drop down right there. So yeah, we can have the Phoenix Guard cover the computers. So if we need someone to push the button, they can do that. They can push the button and they can solve a lot of problems. So there's one console over to the back there. I think there's at least 3 computer consoles in the whole base, right? There's like at least 3 scattered around. Why is there mist just right there? That has me a little nervous. All right. Yeah.
Like the wind.
Okay. I'm just thinking, like, where do I position them? All right, and now we let the Pandorans play their turn out, which that's just me sitting and watching. So, oh, yeah, hey, if you, like, look, banter is not exclusive to before we start the game, especially when I'm just kind of sitting and watching the Pandorans take their turn. Yeah, if anyone's got anything to banter about, then's the time. Oh, hey, look, a second siren! Oh, good. There weren't enough of them. Ooh, shotgun. But he's trying to snipe with a shotgun. Double tapped it. I love it. I love a good double tap Overwatch. Disabled the carapace. But he's, yeah, it's a machine gun. So, you know, when I said that heavy is a really good secondary for the way that I play the game, this is why. Like, when I had a group that had, like, when these guys had to take down a Scylla without rocket launchers, they pretty much did it with retaliation fire. Like, I had, like, 2 heavies with the big machine guns, and they were retaliating every turn. That and the 2 assaults, because they also have heavy as a secondary. Basically, our 2 assaults and our 2 heavies were, like, every turn, they were retaliating against the Scylla, and that actually does a lot of damage. Like, I mean, a lot. It's basically like you have, it's like doubling up your turn, right? It's like you can take 2 turns when you're attacking like that. It goes through the ammo real quick, but it does work, actually. It works pretty well. Okay, so I gotta wait for him to poke his head out. There we go. Man. But so I will say this, since I've been doing some more offline play to kind of like push the story forward, I've gotten better at the game. Because I just sort of have like more, you know, I have more focused time to just kind of like experiment, right? To see what works and why, right? Oh, look at that. He's just, he's in a good spot right there. It's still a hard shot, but like, I can get him. Yeah, look at that. And I'll say this again, I know that a lot of people, here's the thing, like there are a lot of legitimate things to complain about in Phoenix Point, there certainly are, and I do think that mods like Terror from the Void, they do a good job at sort of like filling out a lot of areas where the game needed some extra work. But all the same, I think that one area where I wouldn't complain about Phoenix Point is the targeted damage. Like, I have heard from a lot of people that like XCOM, one of their complaints about Phoenix Point was the targeted damage. Like, for multiple and often conflicting reasons, funny enough. But I mean, apparently a lot of them would take issue with how, like, oh, it's still just random, but now I have to manually aim. It wastes time. Like, there's this argument that it wastes time. but like XCOM has never been a fast game. I think I've played all the XCOM games on the stream at some point now, and you would be very hard pressed to tell me that those are fast-paced games. And generally speaking, people like the slowness of them. So it's weird to me to complain that, oh no, having to manually aim, that slows things down. But like, I love the manual aiming. It adds such a layer of tactics. And I think maybe a lot of people, they just kind of look at it like, well, you know, I'm either going to go for like a center mass shot or I'm going to go for the head, right? But there's a lot of reasons to shoot other parts out. Like, obviously for weaker enemies that you can kill easily, yeah, just go for the center mass or the head or both. But there are plenty of enemies in the game where, like, killing them by just shooting them, right, is actually really hard, and it's much easier to disable them in some way, right? Scylla are the prime example of that. Like, outright killing a Scylla is gonna take a while, and if it's at full power while you're doing it, you're gonna lose guys. Like, that's what's gonna happen. So when you fight something like a Scylla, you want to, depending on what type they are, you want to shoot out their guns, right? You want to shoot their blaster arms out, or you want to shoot their legs out so they can't, like if it's a melee one, you want to shoot out its legs so that it can't get to you in time. If it's got a scream, that screaming head, you want to disable its head first so it can't daze everyone. And sometimes you need to do a combination of these things because it has several attachments that are really annoying. So yeah, it's not always just a matter of go for the head, right? Like it's not as simple as just shoot it in the head or even just shoot it in center mass. It's not nearly that simple. And I don't know, I really appreciate that extra layer of complexity. I really like it. What kind of gun does this guy have? Just a standard gun. I'd like to get him a little closer to the action, but it's, as you can see, the action is really fucking dangerous right now. Also, man, it's kind of funny when you think about it, but I have literally just set my own base on fire. I've set my own base on fire. Oh, I could jet jump over here, and I could shoot this guy in the back. And he's got heavy armor, so he's totally heavy enough to take the hits, right? I could do that.
Targeting.
Yeah, again, the head's not terribly important on this one. Like, for most sirens, the head is, you know, you want to disable that pretty quick because of the mind control, but, oh no, this is a mind controller. Yeah, it's a mind controller. Well, it's a mind controller, but, sirens, like, as annoying as sirens can be, they're actually not very tanky. So, yeah, if you have good armor piercing and all that, you can take them down in a timely fashion. So we have acid damage. Our berserkers aren't really getting a lot of play, are they? They're kind of just here to be bodies. They are bodies to throw at a problem. Almost dead. Almost dead. Then I could just ping this then with my berserker. Alright. Let's be brave. Let's be brave and get right in there. I can't see what I'm looking at right now. I cannot see what the hell I'm looking at. Might kill it, but I think our assault units aren't really doing a whole lot, so let's use them for this one. Alright. And we got a good kill and run from that, so let's position our assault units. No, we're not fighting a faction. This is a base defense. Even though the factions, it's kind of funny that the factions are busy killing each other right now. It's funny, they all love me. Like, all the factions absolutely love me. But yeah, they're just trying to murder each other. But no, this is a base defense. I'm in one of my own bases right now, and which, you know, I made the decision to set my own base on fire to look, it's a strategic move, okay? It's a strategic move. But yeah, no, this is just a base defense. So when we win this mission, literally the only thing that we're gonna get out of it is EXP. I kind of hate that. I wish you got a little more out of defending your base, but you get XP. And, you know, I guess you do. You do need EXP. It is important.
I'm going in.
Also, before the stream, I had a little bit of a thought, and I don't know if it's agreeable or not, but I was kind of thinking that, to me, if I have a problem with Phoenix Point, it's that there's a lot of repeating missions, which, again, the game is fun to play, so, you know, I like the combat, so it's fun to do the missions most of the time. But it can get a little daunting when you have like 10 Haven defense missions back to back, it can get a little bit repetitive when you just want to advance the plot or do something else. So I feel like one thing that could be added to the game or changed to the game to make it better, and this is totally something I think you could do with a mod like Terror from the Void, but what might be fun is a little more automation on the geoscape layer. And what I mean by that is like when you think about old school XCOM, right? And in old school XCOM, like when we were doing the XCOM files, by the end of the game, we were just ignoring missions, right? Because we didn't need to do them. As long as you keep a positive point score, it's fine. You know, you do the missions you want to do. I kind of feel like a problem with this game is that you kind of have to do every mission. Like, you can't ignore a Haven defense. If Havens die, like, Havens are literally the only way that you get, like, at a certain point in the game, Havens are the only real way that you get resources, you know, tech and materials. They pay you. So if all the Havens go down, then you lose your income, basically. And then you kind of soft lock yourself into a fail state. So you can't just ignore a defense, but doing Haven defenses over and over, yeah. So I think what could maybe balance the game to be a little bit more accommodating is if there were ways to actively strengthen the Havens and to provide support without doing a mission. And what I mean by that is, like, so there are some researches you can do that will toughen up Havens a little bit. Like, if you build up, like, if there's a mist repeller near them, you know, Synedrian make their own. But if there's a mist repeller, like, that helps. There's, like, Project Domovoy, which, if they're in a mist repelling zone, then, you know, it kind of gives Havens a better chance to win against a Pandoran attack. But there's actually not a lot you can do to toughen up the Havens. What I wish is that there was something kind of like, Well, you could do it one of two ways, right? Like, you could either add more projects, like more research and stuff like that. You could add more projects that strengthen Haven's defenses, like, give them a better odds at successfully defending themselves so that you don't have to. So just add more research projects for that, right? That would be a start. And or some method of auto-resolved combat. Kind of like how, when we were playing Mountain Blade 2, you know how you can play every fight out if you want, but you can also just hit the auto-resolve button. Like, if you've sieged 20 castles already and you don't really care to see another one that day, then you can just auto-resolve. I feel like the game could use something like that, but I would imagine that is a much harder thing to code, right? Like that's a whole new system to code, basically. So I wouldn't put that on the modders to do, but like, you could totally just add new research projects that give the Havens a better chance to successfully defend themselves, because the game already has that, but not nearly enough. Yeah, the common missions that repeat are Haven defenses. Like, I guess base attacks come up a lot too, but I don't mind that. Haven defenses are the big ones. That's when a Haven comes under attack for literally any reason, whether it's the Pandorans, or it's the weird cyborg guys, or it's a faction war. Havens come under attack constantly. And then you have the flyers, right? You have the aerial flyers that attack Havens. Like, that's not so bad because it's not a full mission. It's just aerial combat, which is a whole other complaint. But yeah, like, having to defend Havens from increasingly difficult Pandorans, or when they go to war, from each other, like, it's very, like, the Haven defenses are very repetitive. And like I said, I don't mind doing the missions, but it does get a little tiring. It kind of leads to some burnout, So, sorry about ranting about that for so long, but it's a thought that I've wanted to get out and have it archived, I talked about it before the stream started too, like before we started playing, but I kind of think, I want that one for the archive, because it's a sentiment that I have seen other people express, that they like the combat and all that, but would really rather not have to do, like, 10 Haven defenses in a row. Like, I didn't say, like, how many I did. I don't even remember exactly, but I'm pretty sure I did well over 5 Haven defenses after the stream ended yesterday. Like, because I just wanted to kind of get the busy work out of the way, and it was just non-stop. Like, once the war between Jericho and Sanhedrian kicked off, like, literally, it was Sanhedrian Haven is under attack. New Jericho Haven is under attack. Like, they were sending their planes at each other, just attacking each other constantly. The only reason that they're not attacking each other as aggressively now is because I blew so many of their goddamn planes up that they don't have any, like, they don't have a means to physically reach each other anymore. But, like, that's the only reason they stopped fighting, like, literally every 2 seconds. Like, it was just Haven under attack. I was being spammed with it. And every time that happens, I have to get in there and I have to do a mission. And, like, it's really good resources. I made bank off of that. But, like, I would rather not be stuck in a loop doing Haven defenses, So if I have, like, a major complaint about Phoenix Point, I'd say that's the major complaint. And even then, it's not like it's not, oh man, game sucks. It's just I feel like with mods or something, you could probably alleviate the problem. That's all.
ready.
All right, I'm also stalling because I'm like, what? How do I want to play this exactly? What do I want to do here?
What's our move?
Because we have a stealthy boy over there, and I don't want to get anyone killed, but I want to take care of him. I think doing a jet jump over here. I think jet jumping back here and then shooting him in the back. I think that's the way to go. Also, again, smoke, like fire and smoke is such a double-edged sword. Like, I can barely see what I'm manually aiming at right now.
No mercy.
And like, I'm not sure that's intentional, you know? I'm not sure it's intended that you can't see shit when you, Yeah, like, I'm not sure it's intended that you can't see anything when you set an area on fire. I'm just gonna have him shoot, because I can't tell what I'm looking at right now. Something just blew up. Oh, I guess oh right, there was like a big flammable thing, right? And I just exploded the big flammable thing. Oh man, I could have used that if a big Pandoran popped in. Damn, missed opportunities. Okay, let's get Vexus off of the catwalk. And what's his chance of hitting? Again, I sure wish I could see what I'm shooting at. Hell, why not? I'll take another shot. Why the hell not? You know, if you can do it, why not do it? Alright, what's his willpower at? Because I notice he has a little symbol there. He has no will points. That means he's going to panic next turn. Like he will panic in the next turn. Good. Man, we kind of got this locked down. Like, I got this locked down pretty good. So while we got things locked down good, let's bring our melee. Wait, did I just tell him to run through the fire? Please tell me he's not gonna. Okay, I was really worried that I accidentally just told him to run into the fire.
Ready for action.
I was incredibly worried that I just did that, but no, we're good. Alright, provide a little overwatch. And then, did we move all of our guys over here?
I can make a difference.
We did not. Let's get them... Let's get them over here.
Let's go.
Yeah, I mean, I will say that. I do think that I think it sort of leads to a larger complaint, which is a lack of variety in the game. And, I mean, all I can really say is that that's kind of it's a problem that stems from the lower budget of the game, and I can't, like, I really don't want to fault the game for that, because, like, yeah, this game was made with a much smaller budget than, like, the modern XCOM games. Like, they want to do a similar thing, but the budget is much smaller, and that's why, like, it's why you get a lot of repeating mission types. It's why you get a lot of just repeating maps, because, like, I don't know if you've noticed, but every single base defense mission that we've done, it is literally the same map. It doesn't take into account the layout of your base. Like this layout right here, it is literally exactly the same every single time. And that is a little annoying, because like it means that you can, like, it basically means that you can kind of design a strategy around like specific things, right? Like for instance, I know that at the start of these defense missions, the Pandorans are going to try to hide under this, because of course they are, right? Like, this is the perfect spot to hide and shoot out from. so you know they're gonna go there. So just set it on fire, right? Like that's what I did. I knew they were gonna go there, so I just set the whole thing on fire. And yeah, like I'm like the thing is, because it's the same map every time, like I can kind of preemptively act, right? Like for instance, I know for a fact that if the Pandorans are gonna like if they're gonna try to tunnel into our base, then I know they're gonna come in. I believe they come in through here, right? So like yeah, if they're gonna tunnel into our base, they're gonna come in through here, or they're gonna drop in through the vehicle bay. So like I can just preemptively position guys there and have them blow anything away that comes in, right? Like that's the problem when you don't have a lot of map variety, is you can like eventually you'll memorize the maps and the quirks of the maps. And then you're basically playing like a psychic, and that's not really what you want for a game like this. The enemy placement does change. Like so okay. So that's how they try to add variety. Again, sorry that we're taking a lot of pauses, but this is actually a good topic and very relevant, and I need to think about it. So, like, okay, not all of the maps are this rigid. Like, for instance, when we do Haven defense missions, Havens are a little weird in that there is only, so, okay, technically, there is only one map of each Haven. However, the map is very large, and each mission only uses a section of the map. Like, here's a good way to put it, right? So, like, when you have a haven, right? Like every New Jericho haven, for instance, think of the map as having like, I don't know, think of it like a 3x3 grid, right? Like a huge 3x3 grid, and every mission that you do takes place on like one of those 3x3 grids, right? I'm not sure the exact number, but it's basically like there's one map, but it's a very big map, and you don't use all of that map for each mission. You only use a section of it, and the section of it that changes a little bit, like which section you're on and where you start and where the enemies start. Like that is all, you know, that's flexible. Like, but the main thing that's flexible, right, is where you start and where the enemies start, and that can add a lot of variety. Like I've you know, every now and then I have to retry missions, and I've had Haven defense missions where one time I start in a really bad place and the Pandorans start in a very good place, and it just goes downhill from there. Then other times it's been the other way around, and yeah, like, so placement does help to add variety, and the actual Pandorans that spawn in, that's different. Like if it's a certain type of mission, it'll always have like a Scylla, for instance, but the other Pandorans, that can change. So and then the Pandorans themselves, right? Like, you know how they constantly evolve. So like not, you know, not every Triton is the same. Like you take this one right here, and I think this one has like a regenerating torso, right? He's got like a regenerating torso. He's got like a leeching arm, and he's using a shotgun. But then other Tritons, they might have like the stealth, you know, the stealth camouflage tentacles and paralysis arms and sniper rifle. Like the way that every body part is modular, that helps to add a lot of enemy variety, because there's actually not that many enemies in the game. Like there's actually really not that many types of enemies to fight, but because every body part is modular, the difference between two Pandorans of the same type can be very great, and that, to be fair, that's something you don't really see in XCOM. Like XCOM has minimal variation in enemy types in vanilla XCOM. Like every muton is basically the same thing. Every sectoid is basically the same. Whereas in this game, yeah, two Tritons can be completely different, and you really have to pay attention. And you know, like that. So I think that's how that's how this game tries to get variety. Is it does it through mechanics, basically. You know, it does it through mechanics and how modular a lot of the systems are. That's where the variety comes in, and it does work. But I do wish that there was more actual like map variety, a little more enemy variety, like just different types of enemies. I can wish all day for that, and it would certainly help to make the game. I think it would help to make the game more fun for people who, they're not like they're on the fence about this sort of thing. Variety never hurts, but it's the budget. You know, game didn't have the budget for a lot of 3D assets and stuff. Like, what you see is what you get, and it works. Like I think that this game, again, it works. It has enough variety, but it certainly could use more. And I wish it had a bigger budget. The modding community is certainly helping, but like, okay, Terror from the Void, the big overhaul that we're playing, it adds a lot of content, but it's pretty much mechanical, like the way that the Oniric Delirium works, the way I'm trying to think what else. Like, there's the Void Omens on the Geoscape layer that adds a modifier. Like there's constant modifiers going on. The new insanity effects. The what else? There's something. The Revenant system, where when your guys die, you'll have to fight mutant clones of them, and they are highly adaptive, right? Some of them have like that adaptation where the first shot does 50% less damage to prevent you from just one-shotting them with like a rocket launcher or something. Or, you'll get like a paralysis-resistant enemy, or, like, it's an extra layer of adaptive defense. And then there's sub factions with like when you fight enemy factions like New Jericho or Sanhedrian, there's new gangs, right? And the gangs have leaders, and the leaders provide unique buffs. So like what a mod like Terror from the Void does, like it attempts to add more variety, but again, 3D modeling and all that is difficult / expensive. So the variety that it adds is mechanical variety. And that works. Like that works. It's fine. I like it. But yeah, I do wish there was just more kind of visual variety, And yeah, Vexus. Again, it's a yes and no when it comes to like memorizing the grid. Like, yes, you will memorize the grid, but like where certain things are, it's basically that there's a possibility. It's like when we were doing the layer mission, like the spawnery that you have to kill to defeat the layer. There's basically like 2 or 3 places that it can spawn, so it's gonna be in one of those locations, and so you're always kind of like you're operating with that in mind. But even then, like, even to be fair, even when you know where something is going to be, you don't know what kind of enemies you're going to face. You don't know what they're going to come at you with. You don't know if they're going to have reinforcements. Like, the mechanical variety does help to give the game just the level of variety it needs to be fun, right? But it can get a little predictable in one way. But the game tries its best to alleviate that predictableness. It's kind of like, oh god, I remember one mission I did off the stream. It was just a haven defense, but like you have to defend objects within structures, and normally it's like, well, you know where the objects are, you know where the structures are, so just do it, right? Just get in there and defend it. Well, there was a Scylla in that mission, and the Scylla, literally, it can just walk through buildings. but they don't normally do that. But it had a blaster cannon, and the blaster cannon is just complete demolition wherever it shoots. So it aimed the blaster at the building, and it actually collapsed the whole fucking building down, and it just kept doing that. Like, it was leveling the terrain, and that was a wild card that I was not fucking prepared for. Like, the game can still surprise you, even with its limited tile sets. Because, like, just because of how, you know, how the enemies interact with it, how you interact with it, and, like, it's one of those things where it's good enough to get the job done. Do I wish there was more variety? Of course, but again, it's good enough for what it is. Alright, so there's my big long rant, but again, it's very topical. It's one of those topics that comes up every now and then, and, you know, I do like to be critical of Phoenix Point, even though I enjoy it. Like, I like this game a lot. I honestly, with Terror from the Void, I think I like this more than I like modern XCOM. I'm gonna be honest. I think I like this a little more. But the thing is there's, you know, I have my wish list, right? I have things that I have critiques, and there's ways the games could be better. I just think that there's, I think it's a bit of a shame that as far as I can tell, the developer of the game, they're done with it. Like, they've moved on, and that is it's one of those things where it's both a negative and a positive. It's a positive because, like, they released the game, they, like, you know, they fixed it up, they released the game. The game has minimal bugs that are actually a problem. And they're not, like, you know, they did release some DLC and all that, but they had a run of DLC, and they're like, this is what we want in the game. And once they released the DLCs, they were done, right? You know, this game has a handful of DLC, and they patched it up just to make sure everything works right, and then they said the game is done, and they moved on. And it's one of those things where, on one hand, I really wish that they kept developing for this, because if the game could make more money, then they could put more into assets, and they could, you know, they could make that variety over time, right? So on one hand, it's a shame, but on the other hand, it's like, well, how many games these days? How many games?
What's our plan?
How many games have I played where, like, they just keep getting updated forever, and the devs just keep releasing DLC forever, and it never ends, right? Like, that happens a lot. Stellaris would be a great example, or The Sims. Dear God, The Sims, with its literal thousands of dollars worth of DLC. You know, if you don't just pirate it, that is. But which I'd honestly say is the preferable way to do it these days. But yeah, like, that's kind of the thing, right? Like, when a game goes on forever, it's like, that means it's going to get expensive over time. It means that the game has no finite like, finished point, right? It's always just a work in progress, and there's positives and negatives to that. I think a lot of games are fine, and you could just say it's good enough, game is done, and I wouldn't have any problems with that. But at the same time, there's games that really could use that extra polish, and I would love if they just added more stuff, right? Like, this is a game where I wish they would develop it more to add more variety and to smooth some things out. But it's done. Game's over. And that's fine. I mean, at the very least, it means we're not going to be buying thousands of dollars worth of DLC over several years, right? Like, there's positives to that. Anyway, let's see if they do anything now. So, look, they love that corner. They love hiding in that corner. Okay, they're not doing a whole lot. So this guy's just hiding in a corner.
Ready.
I'll try to kill him. Shouldn't be too hard. Though he is, because he's in a, oh my god, because he's in a corner and I set fire to everything, it's gonna be hard to actually physically get to him. Like, physically reaching this guy is gonna be a little tricky, actually. Maybe I shouldn't have set everything on fire, huh? Maybe I shouldn't have done that. Like, the fire is actually, so the fire is actually spreading, right? It's getting worse. So, yeah.
Here.
But I can't reach that guy in the back. That's the problem. That is a little bit of a problem. Can I jet jump over there? I can jet jump over here, but then I wouldn't be able to do anything. I could do some retaliation fire. I could overwatch and or retaliate on him, and I could kill him like that, right? Yeah, this is how I can kill this guy. Okay, so he shouldn't be a problem. Can I shoot this guy? Like, you know, again, everything is on fucking fire, so. And oh yeah, Vexus. I'd kind of agree with that. Yeah, like even the OG version of FF Tactics, like it has a really good amount of visual variety. I think a really good amount. But if you actually look at the actual tactics of FF Tactics, like the gameplay variety, like the technical variety, it is very basic. Like the extent of the strategy is, like, the hardest part of FF Tactics is being in range to like do the attacks you want to do. That's the hardest part of the game. Like there's not a lot of technical difficulty to FF Tactics. Funny enough. Again, I love FF Tactics. It's a favorite, but it is a little light on the actual tactics. You know, to be fair. I kind of want to run in with Squidward here and do some melee, but like everything is on fire. Everything's on fire, man. Let's see. I could try and shoot his arm off. Like, shooting his arm off with an acid gun is... Uh-oh. Ooh. How bad did we get hit? Oh, a little glitch there. How much damage? Not too bad. Not too bad at all. Yeah, like, blowing a dude's arm off with an acid gun is not really ideal. Gotta be straight. Not ideal. But he no longer has an arm, and he is full of acid. Go for the leg. Man, I love acid damage. Absolutely love it.
Rolling out.
Man, we got this so locked down that, like, we're just kind of sitting and waiting for them to pop out so I can kill them.
Is that really the best they can do?
Now, the acid damage was completely superfluous there. I didn't have to do that, but, you know, it was fun. You know, gotta get Squidward that XP. Now here's the thing, right? Like, and this is what I love about this game. So, like, right now we're basically shooting fish in a barrel, and, you know, that's all fun and good. But things do happen in these base invasions, and Like, it is very possible that the Pandorans could just stomp in here with some crazy overpowered bullshit. It's totally possible that could happen. Like, they could, like, a wave of Pandorans could come in that are just overwhelming, and, like, everybody up here at the front is just fucking dead. Like, things can go south really fast, but, you know, I take, when I have the chance to feel like a badass, you know, knocking them Pandorans down, when I have the chance, I'm gonna take it, right? I'm gonna take that feel-good opportunity.
I'm on Overwatch.
Nothing's getting past me.
Alright, so, yeah, again, everything is on fucking fire. I hope the mission ends before the fire consumes the whole base.
I'm on Overwatch.
Alright, so, I'm just kind of like, yeah, I'm just setting everyone that can Overwatch, just setting them up. I wonder, can I do a quick aim Overwatch? Can I do that? I can. Alright, then I will. So we currently have got 2 people overwatching in this direction. Got 1 guy overwatching in that direction. Let's put a second one overwatching in that direction.
I'm on Overwatch.
Like, I just want to be ready to blow away anything that comes at me, you know? Alright, so if we need to use the base computers to vent the tunnels, that's one of the base computers. That's kind of what I mean by, like, when you know what's possible and you know the layouts, it's like, yeah, you can just have guys camp at the computer and be ready to use it.
Let's rock.
You know, is that a little cheesy? I don't know. It's fine. Ooh, yeah, here we go. Here we go. We got mind fraggers. See, look, good thing you Overwatch now, huh?
Hostile neutralized.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. We missed it.
Can make the shot.
Worms or myrmidons? Yeah, there's something burrowing towards your team. Small multiple targets bearing on the hangar. So yeah, we're gonna get like a bunch of myrmidons and or poison worms or something. So we can vent. We can do a heat vent and kill them all, which I love having that option. Yeah, so they're gonna come in through the hangar. We can either take it or we can just, yeah, we can take it or we can vent out the reactor. I don't know that I want to vent the reactor for worms and myrmidons, because like you don't even have to kill them in order to clear the mission. Like you don't have to do that. And we have our security team right here, so they can deal with it. You know, like they have weapons that can easily deal with myrmidons and poison worms and shit. You don't really have to waste a vent on that one. But I mean, the good thing is there's 2 vents, so like, yeah, we can vent the reactor twice. It'll damage the base, but well, I guess that's the thing. It'll damage the base, right? It'll damage the base, and you probably don't want to damage the base, because then you have to pay resources to repair it. So, right. So yeah, what we'll do is we'll just set up an Overwatch area here.
I'll keep both eyes open.
Let's see.
Can't wait.
Yeah, we'll yeah, we'll set up a wide Overwatch cone, and I think the security team, I think they'll be able to deal with it. If not, they're expendable. They're totally expendable. But anyway, look, so let me just say this, because we did have a bit of a long-winded complain fest there, but oh, and hey, the fire's gone. It spreads and then it just dies, which yeah. But despite the lack of variety issue, I think the gameplay, like the technical variety of Phoenix Point, that's what keeps me coming back. Like, that's why I kind of like this more than XCOM a lot of the times. Because what it lacks in visual variety, man, it makes up for in that technical variety. And I love how the game is constantly forcing me to adapt, right? Like, just when I think that I've got a handle on everything, and that, like, oh man, I'm doing good. You know, I got this new weapon or whatever, and oh man, it's kicking their asses real hard. I'm the king of the world. And then the Pandorans will come up with a mutation that is resistant to that weapon specifically. And then things get a little complicated. Well, a great example is the rocket launcher. Like, the rocket launcher is a great way to deal with the big Pandorans like the Scylla. And then they started mutating to resist the first single target damage on their turn. So basically, like, if the first thing I do is shoot them with a rocket launcher, they'll resist half of the damage, which makes it almost worthless. Or like if I start going in hard with the paralysis, which I did early on, I was kind of hard on the paralysis. And then I started encountering paralysis-resistant Pandorans. So yeah, like, I love how the Pandorans are just constantly mutating to adapt to what you're doing. Like, that is something that XCOM doesn't do. It's something that, honestly, most video games just don't even try. Like, think about it. Most games that you play, right? The AI is generally very predictable, right? Like, the enemy will always do the same thing every time. It's predictable and safe. But yeah, in this game, it's like, no, I upgrade to rocket launchers, they start getting resistant to big single target attacks. Also, the Scylla, it mutated to have those blaster arms where it can just annihilate your whole team in a single turn. Oh, you think you're clever? You think you're clever lining all your guys up to take out single body parts to disable it? Well, now it's got a screamer head that will just stun all of you if you stand near each other. Like, again, that is a level of mechanical diversity and sort of the game adapting to you that it's impressive, to be honest. And it's something that you so rarely see. And yeah, like, that's kind of what captivates me with the game. So I can dump acid on this guy, but, well, I have multiple guys who are just sort of standing right here and can easily deal with this problem, you know? The thing is, okay, he's got a gun, right? And he's probably going to retaliate. Probably. So I might want to disable his gun before I do anything.
Ready to fire.
And I guess I do have one free shot here, right? Oh my god, I missed. Man, I missed hard.
I got this covered.
How much damage do I need to knock this thing down? Like, I like that disabling the arm is actually pretty easy to do. So I have kill and run with Sophia, so just send her forward and then have her do a quick aim. And let's see if I can blow his arm off with that quick aim. Alright. I love going for the limbs. My inner Dead Space fan comes out. You gotta aim for the limbs. Did you know? You gotta go for the limbs. Forget the body, go for the limb. Man, I fucking hated how much they reinforced that in Dead Space 1. I love the first, like, honestly the first Dead Space is still my favorite, but man, they like, you can tell that some executive at EA was like breathing over their shoulder going like, look, the gamers, all they know is headshots and eating hot chips, all right? So you gotta hammer it in their head to go for the limbs. And they do it like I think like 5 times or more. They just in your face say like, you gotta go for the limbs. Some audio log or something will be telling you to go for the limbs. It's honestly comical just how much they reinforce that, right? Absolutely comical. Still love Dead Space. I still love the first Dead Space the most out of all of them. Well, I guess, you know, I think most people like 2 the most, and it's pretty good. But it's an action game at that point. We all know it.
I'll keep my eyes open.
Oh, we've run dry on ammo. Let's fix that. Let's see, we could do a little Overwatch here in case something pops in, like right next to the other guy. And then, no one would have Overwatch anymore. Let's get Squidward up here, and he could Overwatch on that. Yeah. All right, I think we're all good. Yeah. So I have chosen not to vent. Yeah, I've chosen not to vent out the tunnels, so we're gonna get swarmed with worms and myrmidons, but I think it'll be fine. It's just worms and myrmidons. Yeah, so okay, so this is why I didn't want to vent the tunnels, because the worms and myrmidons, you don't even have to beat them to win the mission, because they're just pest control, basically. But like, I was pretty sure that there was going to be a secondary strike force trying to burrow in. And like I said, I said it earlier, but like, yeah, where did I say they were going to come from, right? Right there. So, okay, yeah, the worms and stuff, like, yeah. The worms are okay. But we just flushed out the tunnels, so that secondary strike force is not coming. It ain't coming. Oh, we're shooting that one. Okay. Oh, my grenade can't quite reach it. Then I kind of have to go for this one. Kinda gotta go for that.
Just like target practice.
Ooh, nice. And now it's visible, right? Yeah, nice.
Problem solved.
Oh, he got a kill. The little generic security guard got a kill. Oh, that's adorable. Absolutely adorable. They think they're people. They just despawn after the mission. Nothing matters. They're not real. Oh, I missed. And I just blew up the So I not only missed, but I just blew up the ladder. So now there's no way to even get up there now. Well, that's what we call a my bad right there.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, try again. Try again. Okay, nice. So, yeah, like, if something's gonna pop in,
Nothing's getting
let's
past
be
me.
ready again.
Channel open. I got this covered.
Ready.
Like, at this point, I honestly don't think that we're gonna get any surprises, but, like, it's good to have Overwatch on just in case. Like, if everybody's on Overwatch here, then, like, if something pops in, it's just gonna get blown away immediately, and we might, like, the mission might be over instantaneously. I would love that. Would absolutely love that.
I'm on Overwatch.
Okay, next turn. Oh, I didn't even see that one. Didn't even see it. Ah, yeah, there's a lot more. So there's a lot more Myrmidons than I thought.
I can't move right.
Oh man, oh, they're just getting wrecked. Oh wow, the security guards go down quick. And the mission's over. Well, the only person that died was a faceless red shirt security guard. So yeah, that was a nice easy base mission. Yeah, nice. Didn't get banged up too much. Oh, Vexus. Yeah, so when it comes to Persona 3, I mean, look, I played FES first, but, like, you know, even as someone who loves Persona 3 FES, and, like, that is my, like, Persona 3 is my favorite Persona, Reload is better. I'm just gonna come out and say it. Reload is better. It's better in a couple of ways, and graphics are only one of them. Like, the graphics aren't even really my main thing. Just to take a quick tangent. Like, Reload, the overall gameplay of Reload is much smoother than Persona 3 on the PS2. And, like, the new mechanical additions are fun. The game flows better. Like, on the combat end of things, it's overall better. There are some things that I kind of miss, like the tiredness mechanic. I actually liked the tired/sick mechanic. I thought it added a bit of strategy to how you go about the dungeon. But at the end of the day, it's not that important. Like, you know, characters running out of stamina and having to rest. To me, I like that. But I think most players didn't like that, and again, it's not that important in the grand scheme of things. They also sort of try to emulate it a little bit, because they what they've done is that on certain days in the game, due to plot reasons, like, certain characters just won't be available to go to the dungeon, so that's kind of how they simulate the tiredness and all that. It works. But overall, the gameplay flow is a lot better. Again, visuals, least important thing, but I will say that because the character models are more detailed now, and they're more animated, a lot of scenes in Persona 3 that were kind of, like, stiff before, or they didn't, like, it felt like they didn't quite fully convey what they wanted to convey. A lot of those scenes are much better now, because you have better animation. Like, when the actual character model has, like, a proper face that emotes correctly, certain scenes are a lot more powerful. They work better. And also there's just lots of extra content too that fills in some gaps, like in the original Persona 3, you don't have any sort of social links with any of your male party members, like none of them. There's no social links for them. You can't hang out with, like, you can't hang out with Junpei or anything, and that always felt weird. So they didn't fix that, but they added something to make up for it. So you still don't have any social link for them, but now there's like extra bonus social events that you can do where you're just like, yeah, you're just hanging out with the guys or whatever, or hanging out with someone, and it's not a social link, but it, like, you get plot out of it, and you might get some stat bonuses or something. Like, it's a really good addition, and it fleshes out the social end of the game. That, and there's just like, in the social part of the game, there's just more things to do, and it overall flows better. Yeah, like, I gotta say, that, and also translation. So what's funny is most, like, 90% of the dialogue in Persona 3 Reload is literally the same as the original. It's not a Final Fantasy Tactics situation where, like, they completely changed the dialogue and all that and updated it, but like 90% of it is word for word exactly the same as the original. It's just now there's a lot of extra content and extra dialogue, and more of it's voiced, and they did clean up a few translations and kind of reworked a few scenes, but it's like mainly the lines are different because they've slightly reworked how the scene flows, right? It's like it's the same scene overall, but it's a little different, and so because of that, the dialogue is a little different, and it mixed feelings on that, but generally it works better. Like, it generally works better, the new choices of dialogue in those scenes, because some of the original ones were a little rough and maybe didn't get the point across properly. But it's not a tactics situation where it's a totally different translation or something, you know, not at all. I like that they've preserved the original dialogue pretty well. They've only added to it for the most part. So that is my quick thought specifically for Persona 3 Reload. But it's also it's a remake thing in general, right? Like, if we're talking about game remakes and what they change and why, I'd say Reload it's one of the good ones. Like, you are getting the original experience for all intents and purposes, but you're also getting a slightly more user-friendly experience, and you're getting more. You're getting more content that fills in a lot of blanks that the original game had. If you ask me, that's a really good way to do a remake. Like, it's not a total conversion. It's like, you know, they didn't totally change anything. They mostly just added and smoothed over, and that's, yeah, like, I think that's great because you're still gonna get more or less the original experience as intended, more or less. Alright. Also, I needed a little bit of a cool down after another base mission. Whew. Alright, replace all my stuff. Okay, so now we can... I think I want to send the Chimera back to... Send that back to our main base, actually. Or do I? I put Declan Tam, I put him on that thing. But do I really want to use him? I don't know. Like, honestly, do I really want to use this dude? I don't know. I honestly feel like Berserkers, I see the value in Berserkers, but I don't think I know how to properly use them. I don't think I know how to utilize them properly, so, yeah, I'm just gonna keep him on the plane, and I guess he's a backup reservist. Alright, so the Chimera is going to go back there. The Sphinx, sending it back to the main base. The main Central America base. I do think we should expand. We should probably expand our bases a little bit more. We're missing some coverage over here, right? I also feel like we should probably, because there's a citadel right there. If we could build a base here and then extend a mist repeller out, it would be really cool if we could do the citadel and not be in the mist. That would be kind of fun. It's gonna take 900 materials though, so better get to defending them havens, huh? Defending and trading. Alright, Han Solo here, he leveled up. At some point, we should get him proper engineer armor, but this is fine too. It's fine too. Oh, he can't. He doesn't have enough strength to have more ammo. Also, that's an incomplete. It's a partial clip. Got fast use, got takedown. So fast use. So a 1 action point medkit or stim pack or robotic arm ability. I mean, honestly, just being able to use medkits really quick, that's great. But I think he needs strength more than anything right now. Yeah, like more than anything, he needs some strength. Fast use, I mean, that is nice if I wanted to throw a medkit on him. And I do kind of think that everyone should probably have a medkit. But does he need multiple ammo? So the PDW, it has a burst of 4. It's got an ammo capacity of 40, so you can, if you have 2 clips, that means you've got 20 shots in you. Now, to be fair, you can fire like 4 times in a single turn if you're lucky, so you can go through that kind of quick. But I think it would still take a while to go through 2 clips of ammo. Probably more than the mission is going to take. And, you know, you got your little mobile turrets, too. So I kind of think having a medkit would be a great idea. Always nice to have a medkit on hand. And then do I want to give him a little more speed? Dip into that Phoenix pool a lot. I'm going to give him fast use. So I'm dipping into the Phoenix pool, but not by a ton. Oh, that undid my strength. Wait, like that undid my strength pick? Huh. Okay, fix that then. There we go. So he's got enough strength to use, like, to carry his equipment and also a medkit. And then he can use items quicker. Cool. Speed is what I would like for a dude like this, but it's fine. Let's see. Okay, so yeah, they're gonna go back there. We have to stop this. Yeah, so we have another Haven defense. We gotta stop that. Also, I just realized something. You know what I haven't used a single goddamn time? These archaeology probes. It's just that I haven't really found, like, I've never, I think I tried them a few times and I never found anything. I don't know if there's like a specific location that you have to go to find something, but I never found a damn thing with the archaeology probes. I don't know if I'm using them wrong or what. It is totally possible that I am using them wrong. Oh, also Vexus. I mean, the honest truth is that, like, the gameplay isn't that different. Like, it's mainly additions that they made to Reload, but like the gameplay isn't that, like the core gameplay is the same. It's just that it's little things, right? Like in so like in the original Persona 3, if you miss an attack, that actually knocks you down, right? Like you get knocked down if you miss an attack. I'm gonna be honest, it was kind of funny. Like, it was funny to see like Junpei swing his huge katana, miss, and then swirl around and just fall on his ass. Like, that was funny, but like it was really frustrating at times. Or in Persona 3, like in the original, like in combat, there's just certain ways that some things work where like, yeah, like it takes like, I think it takes like one full turn to recover from a knockdown. So like if you get knocked down for whatever reason, you pretty much lose your next turn, and that is like, the game is designed with that in mind, but like it's frustrating. They did away with that in Reload. Like, you get up and you can act on the same turn. You know, it's kind of like little things like that that make the game a little more user friendly, you know? Yeah, I guess that stuff too. Yeah, there's some like fusion stuff that's different. But not being able to control your teammates. The funny thing is, when I played Persona 5, I put my teammates on auto for pretty much the whole game, and it worked out just fine because I didn't want to deal with it. I like having my party members on auto because it kind of feels like you're actually part of a team, you know, instead of just like puppet mastering everyone. So I kind of like the party AI. But yeah, in the original, you didn't have a choice in the matter. I think having a choice in the matter is important. But yeah, I still love FES. Like, I do think there is some value to play it still, but I do think overall Reload it's the way to go. It's the way to do it. Oh, also, I just realized that I changed my research around because I was, you know, offline doing stuff. But now that we're on the stream, we should really research the Yugothian entity before we get caught up in a loop of doing havens over and over and over. Yeah. So, right, okay. So at some point in the past, we discovered the existence of the telepathic nodule in the Pandorans. They're getting a signal from somewhere. So like this is a story research, and I believe we'll get a cutscene for completing it. So man, this game has cutscenes. I bet you didn't know it has cutscenes. They're so rare, but they do happen. Alright. So, okay. Go here, and also, yeah, like, let's get that Yugothian entity. So, I will admit, like, as far as the plot of Phoenix Point goes, and Terror from the Void, it does make some changes to the plot. But, I've always wondered, like, because I've never gotten that far in Phoenix Point, I've always wondered, like, what the hell is the plot? Like, with XCOM, it's pretty straightforward, right? Like, yeah, you don't know why the aliens are attacking or anything, but like, they're aliens, right? You know, they're little gray men, and also big red men, etc. That are, you know, they come from Mars, or in the new games from somewhere else, and they just want to fuck everything up and kill everybody, and you know, like, it's your standard Mars attacks fare, right? Standard schlock. It's not that hard to get. Like, their exact motivations don't even matter. But like in this game, the Pandorans, they're not aliens, not explicitly. Like, the backstory is that the polar ice caps melted and the Pandora virus was released, and, you know, that for whatever reason at the same time, everybody got lured into the ocean, and the mist started popping up, and then the Pandora virus infected people and turned them into crab mutants, and and other things. Like, it's weird, right? Like, it's confusing and weird, and it's like, well, what are they? What's the plot? Oh, hold on, hold on. The wife yells. So one moment, quick AFK. Alright, I'm back. The wife was trapped by a cat again. It has been happening a lot lately. Cat's very clingy. Alright, so let me get back in the game. But yeah, just kind of putting it out there that like the overall plot of Phoenix Point, it's a lot harder to figure, at least initially. So I'm very happy that we're advancing the story now and we get some more. So, okay, we got lots of reading here, and I'm sure we have a cutscene too. So, our analysis of the antediluvian texts, which, oh yeah, right, because this happened like way earlier on. We discovered that there was some kind of precursor civilization millions of years ago, and they got wiped out fighting the Pandorans, but they did something that I guess trapped the Pandora virus in the polar ice caps, you know, until global warming. But it also made them go extinct, so yeah, so when they talk about antediluvian things. Alright, so, okay, so we've been forced to acknowledge a shocking truth. The war against Earth is being waged by an alien entity. Okay, so it is aliens. I mean, the behemoth came from space, right? Like the behemoth that's roaming around now, like that came in a meteor, so we at least know that is an alien. Alright, so this being of an unimaginable age and power is located on Yugoth, the 9th planet of our solar system. Oh, so we're going full Lovecraft now. Alright, so it's some alien entity on the 9th planet. Around 1.8 million years ago, it planted a bioweapon on an asteroid on a collision trajectory with Earth. The Pandora virus, intended to radically transform the Earth's ecosystem to the advantage of the Yugothian entity. The entity communicates with its creatures via some form of quasi-telepathic signal. Evidence suggests that some human beings are sensitive to these transmissions, explaining the occurrence of the name Yugoth and variations thereof in the works of artists such as H.P. Lovecraft, Virginia Gutierrez, John Belair, Ralph this just lists a bunch of authors. Cool. I like that they're actually just name-dropping Lovecraft. This presumably represents an earlier, less powerful expression of the phenomena we have termed oniric delirium. So the oniric delirium that the weird psychosis that everybody gets, that we constantly have to deal with when we're in the mist. So I guess the game is saying that isn't like, it's not the virus, it's I guess it's that there's some transmission coming from the alien thing, and it's a psychic attack. I guess what it's suggesting is that it is essentially a psychic attack and not a viral infection. Alright, we have concluded that the ultimate purpose of the entity is to create the ecological conditions that will allow it to come to Earth, and have hypothesized the existence of the Yugothian receptacle, a clone or replica to which the entity will transfer its consciousness. We believe the Pandorans are already in the process of accumulating biomass and genetic material for this purpose. So Okay, so if I understand it right, well, first off, so with this game, you always kind of have to take every bit of lore with a kind of a grain of salt because you don't technically know that this is the case, right? Like this is the Phoenix Project. From what they have seen and what they've researched, they've come to they've come to this conclusion, but it might not be the correct conclusion, but it's what they've got, right? So what they've got is that this alien thing on the 9th planet, that I guess it needs the planet to be covered in mist and all that to function, and I guess it's going to psychically, like it's not going to physically come here. It's going to psychically transfer its brain over to some other thing on the planet. Like that's what I'm getting out of that. And apparently it's also going to be really fucking big. So yeah, so this would explain the Pandorans, like throughout the game. It's like, well, what are they even doing, right? Because again, it's not as clear cut as the aliens in XCOM. Like the Pandorans, the Mist, the Behemoth. Like they're not so much about just murdering people. They're collecting materials, right? So like that's why, like, oh, at the start of it, like at the start of the story, you know, the majority of the population of Earth just walks into the ocean, right? So I guess that's just collecting biomass. And then the Behemoth goes around harvesting settlements, not weirdly not killing everyone, but just sort of harvesting half of them. Like it's harvesting a crop. And a lot of the Pandorans, they specialize not in killing, but in like paralyzing and abducting. And yeah, so they're collecting, like, I guess, organic material to make this thing, right? That's the implication, but to what end? And like it's like the more you learn, the more it's like, well now I just have more questions. Like you've answered one question, but you've opened up several others. And all of it could just be wrong. It could all just be coming to the wrong conclusions. But okay, so now I'm sure we're gonna get a cutscene for this one, and maybe it'll explain a little better. Maybe. But before I do that, let me real quick, let me just check something. Okay. Just want to tab out for a sec to check some OBS stuff. Okay, so cutscene.
Finally, we knew our enemy.
Here we go.
The Pandora virus was only a tool. It was the hand that wielded it that truly mattered. The creature we came to call the Ugothian entity. It was old, perhaps older than the solar system itself. On Ugoth, the 9th planet, it lay waiting. For thousands of years, it slept in the outer darkness. But when Ugoth's orbit approached the Earth, it expelled the seeds of our destruction. Its mind reached out, haunting our dreams, infesting our stories. Its ultimate purpose was to transform our world into its own, to recreate whatever long-lost abyss it had come from. Its creatures were already assembling a new body it could inhabit. And when they were done, when the Ugothian entity came to Earth, nothing could stand in its way.
Good cutscene. I like it. We need more cutscenes. Ooh, know thy enemy. So finally, we have revealed the true enemy behind the Pandora virus, the Ugothian entity. For New Jericho, this is excellent news. Finally, a proper war with clear sides, and they know which side they're on. There's no more time for traitors or accommodationists. For Sanhedrian, it's now a question of philosophy. Do they want to seize the Master's tools and transform the world, or destroy the cosmic hierarchy and let things take their own course? The answer will have to be reached democratically. The disciples of Anu have no official statement on any parallels between the Ugathian entity and their dead god. The liturgy of the divine flesh draws close, and they have more important things to focus on than the ravings of those trapped in ideologies of the old world. So the, like, funny enough, the disciples are just like, whatever. Okay, so New Jericho likes the Anu less, New Jericho likes Sanhedrian less, and the disciples like New Jericho less. Alright. Ooh, messages from the void. Director, the Oniric delirium is a signal that is that has to cross at least 90 billion kilometers to reach us. That would take days traveling at the speed of light. The energy cost of delivering this signal to every infected human on the planet it's impossible. How do you explain it then? There must be infrastructure here on Earth. Something to receive the signal, transform it, augment it, a network of relays that is powered locally using our planet's resources. Alright. Oh my god, it's the XCOM files all over again. Complete research, moon mission preparation. Oh goodness. It's the XCOM, yeah, it's XCOM files all over again. We gotta go to the moon. Ooh, this has opened up some new research. So it's interesting. So a lot of the research in the game is kind of like, it's kind of locked behind plot progression. Seemingly, right? So we have virophage weapons. It would be possible to adapt a weakened, highly modified form of the antediluvian virophage into weapons for our operatives. Does that mean virus damage? Or like, I'm not sure what damage type that would be, but I'm curious. I'm gonna put that on the list. Moon mission prep. Inspired by our theories regarding the Ugathian entity, a Sanhedrian science team has come up with an incredibly ambitious proposal to send a probe to the moon, looking for evidence of previous attacks on our planet. So all aircraft speed is increased by 25%. That's big. Like that is big. Yeah, like that's a big deal right there. A flat 25% increase in speed. I have to look at I have to look at how fast some of our planes go, but I mean, I think the default Manticore has a speed of like 500, I want to say. So let's see, that would be what, 50, 100, 150, it'd be like 150 more speed, I think. So like from 500 to 650, which is, I mean, like that's approaching the same number as if you slotted a speed module onto the plane. So that would help out with defending against the behemoth a lot. Like that would really help with defending against the behemoth. So I'm tempted to put that like right up at the top. Like it would help with defending against the aerial flyers. It would help with getting to missions on time. It would help with a lot. So that and the virophage weapons, I'm putting those at the top of our priority. Then we have a Jericho research, centralized AI. For Tobias West's plan to save humanity to work, he aims to organize production and deployment on a global scale with far greater efficiency. A centralized AI is the means to achieve this. I'm not sure that's a good thing, but yeah, that's one thing we could do. Again, I feel like you're opening the door for like a second apocalypse with that, but you know, okay. But all base facility output is increased by 50%. I gotta, like, I'm still wondering, at some point, do we get the ability to produce our own tech and materials? I'm wondering, because like a lot of my bases just have slots that are like, I don't really have anything to put in them. I guess I could just crank up food production to like 1,000%, but like I don't need to. um, but yeah, increasing facility output by 50%. Yeah, that would be pretty nice. I mean, I guess the main thing it would affect would be mutagens, right? It would mainly affect mutagens and food. But I'll put it on the list. Okay. So, yeah, I think out of all of this stuff, the main thing I want is the moon mission prep because, yeah, faster aircrafts at this point in the game is kind of mandatory, kind of necessary. So yeah, researching Ugathian entity that opens some doors. I wish we've been sitting on that research for a very long time. Like, I mean a real long time. So, yeah, I probably should have done that a lot sooner. Probably should have done way, way, way sooner. Okay, so we're gonna defend against the attack over there, but also, we should do a little more trading, I think. So here's the thing, for defending havens, you get a ton of materials. Like, the amount of food you get and tech, it's a little on the low side, usually. Materials, I'm usually pretty flush for that. So the main thing I need is tech, but like if I have the extra food, I might as well, you know, get more materials too. Also, I'm wondering, is there any limit to how much I can... Like, we have stores, right? Storage capacity is shared across all bases. What is our storage capacity for things? Storage facility for all weapons, ammo, equipment, and armor. So it's not for materials, it's just for equipments. How much storage do we have exactly? Like how do I see that's one thing. Like I'm not sure exactly how much storage room I have in total. I don't... Oh, it's up here. Wow. So it goes to show how important it is to look up here, right? I have 128 out of 1,120, so basically I can store a lot. I can store a whole lot. That's good. Okay. Kind of wondering if I might want... So we have another Aspida coming, and I'm kind of wondering if I maybe want to put that, like, over at Phoenix Omega, just to flesh out their ranks a little bit, because they are a little light for guys. Then again, I have the one upgrade that makes it makes the cost of recruiting half, so we could recruit some more personnel and put them at Phoenix Omega. Like, just to, you know, just so that we have more troops there in case we need them. But I am kind of thinking we might want to get a Helios over here. Like, god damn that Helios, right? It's fast, it gets to missions on time, and, you know, one Helios is a little light, but like 2 Helioses, oh, that's just right. Just right. So I am tempted to build like 2 Helioses and have them operate out of Phoenix Omega. I kind of hate the Tiamat's good, don't get me wrong. It can carry a lot of dudes, but it is so slow. Like, it is... Yeah, like, even with a speed mod, it's only as fast as the base Manticore, so it takes a while to get to missions. That kind of sucks. But, you know, now that I got it, so... All right. I mean, how much would it cost to make a Helios anyway? Honestly, they're not that bad. Only 173 tech and 555 material. Like they're actually pretty cheap to make. Like the Manticore that that's my primary thing. That takes a little more materials, takes less tech, I guess, and tech is a bit of a bottleneck. The Thunderbird, like that only takes 113 tech, but then 900 materials, and then the Tiamat's 1,215. Like materials are less of a bottleneck than tech, but materials are still a resource that can at times be difficult to come by. All right, let's take a look at what recruits there are. And oh yeah, I haven't really done anything with mutoids. I mean, the advantage to them is that they can't suffer from delirium. Like that is a pretty good advantage, but like they can't wear helmets. Like that's such a weird one. But yeah, because they have like that strange mutant head, their head is just always exposed, and that is a pretty big weak point right there. Pretty big weak point. But I guess mutoids are good if you need, like, you just need bodies and you need them to not go crazy. It's good for that. They make good pilots too, because yeah, it's basically a cheap unit you can just shove into a plane. They work for that. But yeah, I think we should recruit some new dudes just because we have the extra food and it costs relatively little. So I do not want more berserkers. I have enough berserkers. But yeah, let's go ahead and get some heavies. Phoenix Omega, and then we have man, I like their weird bowl haircut. Yeah, put them over at Phoenix Omega. Oh wait, Phoenix Omega, that's got like what? Got like 4 heavies now, I think. Do they need that many heavies? Probably not. Like we might want to have another heavy over at Phoenix Logistics B. We may want more heavies there, because I don't think they have a lot of heavies to go around, you know? But we were gonna send another Aspida over there, and yeah. It's like, do they need it? I don't know. Like where would a heavy be most needed? And I kind of feel like Omega, even though they already have a lot going on. But we do have, I think we have at least 2 heavies at Phoenix Logistics B. But if we get in a lot of missions, those 2 heavies might, they might need some downtime. Yeah, they might need downtime, and you never know. So let's go ahead and put them over at Phoenix Logistics B. And then this dude is what says heavy because it's bugged, but like it's yeah, he's a melee unit, which I feel like we got enough of those. I feel like we got enough of them. So, I don't know, I don't think I want to recruit yet another melee unit. I barely use them as it is. I'm not quite sure what to do with them. Melee can be good, but it also can really suck sometimes. So it's hard to know what how I'm supposed to use them exactly. Alright, and then who did we want to trade with? Well, I need both tech and materials, so let's send Manticore Prime down here, maybe? Yeah, this is a good, it's a good trade, but they just don't have a lot to trade. I need to go to a base that actually has, you know, actually has goods for trade, and as far as tech goes, it's a little light down here. Yeah, I guess I already traded recently, so I kind of cleaned them out. They got a little over there, but not a lot. Yeah, I think I already did the rounds cleaning everyone out around here, so I'd kind of have to travel a good distance to get to anything. Unless I have a plane that's already down here, maybe? I don't think so. I got this one. Got the Firestorm. It's still a bit of a run. It could take 12 hours. I'm not in any immediate need, so I guess I can hold off on it. Just making this a speeda. Do I maybe want to get that? Maybe get that turret. Might want to get that ready to go, ready to deploy sooner. This is still going to take 4 hours to get to the mission site. I have a technician on the team. He's already got 2 turrets on him. He doesn't particularly need anything else at the moment. Though I might want to give him a little more willpower. I feel like he could probably use a little more willpower. Because he does have a lot of abilities to spend willpower on. So, I'll spend the Phoenix points. But, okay. Everything looks fine. Let's get in there. Alright, to Haven Nowhere. And, our research is on the moon mission. I did say, right? Like, I said it the moment this goddamn war started up. Yeah, so 2 Synedrian Havens are under attack by New Jericho right now. It's constant. Like, ever since the war started up, like, it is just it's a never-ending deluge of Synedrian and New Jericho just assaulting each other over and over forever. Alright, well, I'm gonna send this team to deal with it. So, okay, Octodad here, he leveled up. He's a sniper. And I mutated him like this just because again, when you have a lot of mutagens and not a lot of actual resources, but you need to put armor on guys, mutating is a pretty good way to do it. Alright, what would help him to be a better sniper slash, honestly, with the tentacles, they can do paralysis pretty good. Tentacles are really good at paralyzing, actually. But they use a lot of willpower. Unfortunately, it's got like a 3 willpower cost every time you use the tentacles, so you can't really spam it like you want to, unless you have really high willpower. That is. So I didn't even give this guy a secondary gun. I probably should though. He should probably have a secondary gun. Let's see. Also, do I want to give him a New Jericho, you know, an armor-piercing rifle? I kind of want to, but also he has good perception, which means he can see at a long range. And that means that he's actually pretty good at long-range shots, so giving him a weapon that can go even longer range, I see a lot of value in that. See quite a bit of value in it. So this is single shot. each one's got 22. Yeah, it's not gonna, it's probably not gonna run out of ammo in a single thing. So do I give him armor break so he can penetrate armor with his laser rifle, or do I give him gunslinger so he can shoot a lot at a close range? I think the armor break is the most important thing to start, and then he actually needs more willpower. If he wants to use his tentacles, he needs more willpower. Like, speed is also something he needs, but also willpower. Oh, I guess a couple of people got some points. Don't know if I really need to invest them right now. I mean, when I level the character up, yeah, they get a bunch of free points, so you don't necessarily want to mess with that. All right, let's send these two vehicles. Unless anyone is like critically low stamina, then I'd want to keep them back at base. This character is kind of low on stamina. When I say kinda low, I do mean kinda low. Probably wouldn't hurt to bring them along, but yeah, let's leave them at Phoenix Logistics B. So we'll leave them there. That way they can recover. And let's send them. Gotta send both at the same time. I really wish you could. I wish you could like group the vehicles up so that you could send them out in pairs. That would be really handy. But no such luck. Alright, so yeah, we have 2 Sanhedrian havens under attack. Let's hope to God that a 3rd haven doesn't come under attack. Like, please, game, have some goddamn mercy. Okay. So this is the first one. So we do this. New Jericho faction goes down by 12. Sanhedrian goes up by 12. And then Anu are nonplussed. So we'll get 338 food, 188 tech, which isn't bad, and 788 materials. Like, materials really are, like, yeah, they're the more common resource. So, yeah, I'll say this right now. It does kind of suck that you have to constantly take these faction hits. Like, I'm basically gonna go down by like near 25 points with New Jericho, right? Because of all the things happening. But the thing is that like Sanhedrian and New Jericho are constantly attacking each other. So because they're constantly attacking each other, you know, sometimes I have to defend a bunch of Sanhedrian havens, sometimes I have to defend a bunch of New Jericho havens, and it just sort of flip-flops back and forth, you know? So as long as I'm helping everyone equally, then yeah, like my faction standing, like we're never gonna get to the point again. At one point in the game, we had 100% standing with everybody. We're never gonna get there again. I don't think that's ever gonna happen. But staying in the positive is easy, and even staying pretty high up in the positive it's not that hard. And you gotta remember, if I start doing some of the layers and stuff that have popped up on the map, that gives you a broad increase with everyone. So yeah, like if you find your faction dipping a little low, then bulk up and go deal with a nest or something. And that'll get you where you need to be again. So yeah, it's really not a problem to help everyone out, and the resources is great. Now, real quick, one thing I noticed, because I noticed looking online for like gameplay advice, in the base game, a common tactic, it seems, was to just steal the other faction's planes. Like early on in the game, just steal them, right? Just steal all the other faction's planes and use them or scrap them, and like it's a good way to kind of get an early leg up, right? and the faction standings don't matter because you can easily make it up. Well, here's the thing. I did a little test, and I was like, okay, well, let me try to steal this Synedrian Helios, and the faction hit would have been intense. Like it was over -20 faction. I think it was like -25 faction standing, which is a lot. Like that is a lot of faction standing to lose. And the thing is that it doesn't even boost your faction standing with anyone else. It's literally just a loss. No gains, only losses. So I believe that is I believe it's a change from Terror from the Void to literally to prevent you from stealing everybody's planes as sort of an easy way to get an air fleet early in the game, because that's such a common thing people do. So it's a counter to that. It's not like you can't do it still. If you're willing to deal with a faction absolutely hating you, or if you just have such great standing that you can afford to take such a huge hit, then it is a good way to get a free plane, right? But it's no longer something that is a given. It's not something you'll just do for the hell of it because it's easier than making your own planes. They've taken that off the table, and I think that's probably a good thing. Probably a good thing. All right, let's get in there. The enemy is just going to be New Jericho, so not too bad. That said, New Jericho, they sure love their missiles. They love their missiles and their armor penetrating weapons and their armor shredding weapons. So yeah, they have, we know because we use a lot of their equipment. So yeah, lots of armor defeating explodey things. So that's what we can look forward to. Alright, so what would be a good counter to that? I do have a little bit of choice here. I got 2 snipers, I got my assault unit. Definitely want to put Isaac. Well, I don't know. Honestly, turrets, I find that turrets work better against the Pandorans. Like the Pandorans, a lot of them are melee, or their weapons aren't super accurate, so like having a little turret, it's easy to put that out, and they're not just gonna immediately die, but human enemies, yeah, they tend to be able to hit you at a greater distance and a little more accurately, so like they're more likely to go for the small target like a turret. I think maybe the thing we don't need is like heavies. The main reason you would bring a heavy into a mission is to deal with a beefy Pandoran, right? But we're just dealing with humans, and even a heavily armored human, a normal weapon can take them down just fine. Like a normal assault unit can kill a human in one turn. So you don't really need you don't need weapons like this to fight humans. So I'd say we take Lambda and Input out, and we replace them with our 2 snipers. Because I think snipers will do better for this kind of thing, as opposed to heavies anyway. And I don't think there's anything we can do to make them better, or not really. Got our acid pistol here. For the future, you might want to have some more acid ammo. Acid is pretty good. It's not something I think I would overly use in like this mission, but just as a general like thing to have, it's a good idea. Oh, Azul's got no grenade at all. See if we have any grenades we can copy and then give to him. Fire grenade. Well, I mean, we know how effective fire grenades are against us, right? We know how fire works on us, so yeah, let's make some extra fire grenades, and I'll give that to Izul. Just because, yeah, right now he's got nothing there. Okay, they've got ammo, they got ammo. The Aspida's fine. Lambda's not going to be in on this one. We have our poison crossbow Synedrian character here. They have a fire. They also have a fire grenade on them, and they have the spider drone pistol. But I got to admit, I don't really get a whole lot of use out of spider drones. Not to say that I get zero use out of it, but not a lot. I'm gonna go with more ammo just because the ammo actually runs out pretty quickly on that. Like, you'd be surprised how fast the ammo runs dry on these things. Alright. It looks good. This looks good to me. So, yep. Haven defense time! But I think in this moment you can kind of see what I meant when I said that, especially once the faction wars start up, it gets a little repetitive with the Haven defense, because it's non-stop. Like, 2 Haven defenses popped off at more or less the same time, and I guarantee you that, like, maybe even as we're completing these, some more Havens are going to come under attack. Either by other factions or by the Pandorans, but one way or the other, like, there's just going to be Haven defense after Haven defense. Okay, we have the Unstoppable Invictus, which this is a Terror from the Void feature as far as I know. Alright, the Unstoppable Invictus. Their leader is Sawyer Riptide Killian, using the tactic Active Camo. Allies within 16 tiles invisible. Effect disappears immediately on leader death. So what that means is that for 16 tiles around this guy, he might have companions, but we don't know because we can't see them. So he's a nice dangerous one.
Can't wait.
Alright, well, we don't know exactly where they're gonna be at. Get some electric reinforcement going on.
Ready.
Target located.
Oh, we got another one spotted. Alright, but he's the leader, right? No, he's Chase Coyote Veteran. Angel Saxon. Okay, well, I mean, we can't see everyone, but we can still shoot them and kill them. Probably. This is a bit of an awkward shot, but I believe in magic. There we go. Okay, so a lot of them are over there, but that might not be all of them. It's not a good idea to stack everyone up in, like, the same place, you know? Oh, enemy spotted. That's what I mean. Alright. Oh, he's the leader. He is the leader of their little group. So, yeah. Okay.
I'm ready.
So we want to kill him as quickly as possible. Quickly as possible. Let's just deal with that. Do I want to pop out some spider drones? Yeah, they can be useful, but I don't think so. I'll go spider droneless for right now. We're gonna have to get closer if we want to deal with all that, though. Well, I definitely want to deal with this guy. Like, definitely. What's the radius on our, Okay. So don't really want to go further than this or that. But I'm gonna try to use the tank to boost everyone's action points up, and let's see. Okay, yeah, I want to use the tank to boost everyone's action points a little bit. And that way they can maybe move some more or shoot some more, or, you know, just kind of generally get closer to the enemies to do stuff.
What's our plan?
We have a pretty good radius on our throw, right? Yeah, we can throw turret pretty good. I don't want to lose the turrets, but at the same time, you know, turrets are meant to be used. Let's try to at least put it in an area where it's not gonna get, like, hopefully not get shot too bad. But it needs to have a good, clean shot, too. That's the thing.
Setting it up.
I mean, these are the cheap turrets. There's more expensive turrets. We're using the cheapos. So if it goes down, it goes down. It's fine.
I can make a difference.
And then expendable. All right, now we have two guys going that way. We kind of have like two going this way. I mean, I guess we have two on each side. The tank is indifferent, but I guess our technician is setting up turrets, which kind of act as additional party members, kind of, in a weird way. So yeah, let's work our way over here with some guys, and now, Stim Cloud! Alright, everybody gets 2 free action points. Awesome. That means Citizen Eileen could do a shot. And she's actually got a decent shot, but we could get closer. We could get a little bit closer. I'm always looking at, like, what kind of angle we got. Like from where Izul is standing. I love it when your shot is just like, it's just barely blocked. The main thing that's blocking my shot here is that tree. So if I can stand over here,
Here I am, let's do this.
then I should be able to shoot around the tree. Oh, that is a nice clean shot. I shouldn't miss that if I go center mass. All right. So yeah, nice weakening shot.
Gotcha.
Okay. Again, we kill this guy, then he's gonna lose that invisibility bonus for everyone around him. Because I mean, technically, I guess he could have friends that are just right there. We don't know, and we wouldn't know. Okay, I don't wanna cluster my turrets too much, because yeah, you cluster them and they're vulnerable to being taken out. Okay, let's hide right over there.
What's our plan?
I don't have a shot on anyone here. Got a little bit of a shot if I stand right here. And I think they're so far away, we should be okay. I think. We can go after that guy. Don't know that that would really work out, though. Or that it would work out the way that I want it to work out, I should say. But Izul has a good amount of action points, so let's try and take the sniper out. The sniper and also leader of the gang, right? Do I want to go for the shot? It's a little risky. Do I want to? Okay, I can't try to set him on fire. I'm thinking if I want to do a quick aim shot. If I do a quick aim shot, it's going to make my accuracy even worse, so the chance of miss is even higher. And I mean, you'd have 2 shots, but if you miss too much, it might, like, 1 shot might be worth more than that. It's tricky. Let's just try. It was a gamble. It was a gamble.
I can make a difference.
Okay, so we still have Expendable. I'm a little nervous to put her out so far to the front. But if I can kill their leader, it would have a very, very good effect. Poisoned. Alright, they're gonna drop dead next turn. Like, the poison's just gonna drop them next turn. Yep. There goes their leader. And that has a high... Ooh, nice! Reaction kill. But yeah, dropping their leader has a very... Like, it has a very demoralizing effect. Oh, uh-oh. Ooh. They got them long-range rockets. And oh yeah, what they're actually trying to attack, they're trying to attack the Haven's facilities.
Freedom's on the move.
Oh look, they got their own turrets. See, that's the other thing. Yeah, Jericho loved their explodey missiles and stuff, but yeah, they also love them some turrets. My God. Like, they sniped that tree so hard it just split in half and fell over. Ugh. Alright, well, we got our little turrets here. The chance of them hitting anything is pretty small, but, you know. Yeah, if you got even a little bit of a chance to hit, then you might as well take it. Might as well. So yeah, again, hit chances pretty bad, but every little bit helps. Every little bit. Can I... Like, the question is, can I shoot through these things? Like, are these things I can shoot through? I don't have to. Okay, I don't have to shoot through them. I can shoot around.
Ready to fire.
Okay. Disabled torso and bleeding out. I think I'd have a good shot over here. Oh, we spotted another enemy. Well, yeah, there's a bunch of them. So they have a bunch of guys over there. A whole bunch.
Let's just get this over with.
I need a little more damage. Just a little bit. Also, I'm wondering if decoys can't work on human enemies, right? Like they know what a decoy is, right? Like I don't think that would work. I could always try, but I don't think it'll work. I don't think so. Ooh, nice. I wasn't actually expecting that one to land. I was fully expecting that shot to just miss, but I take happy accidents all the same. Alright, let's try to get Izul a little closer to the action, because there is a lot of action happening. Izul would have a clean shot straight across here if I do a quick aim. So I think I want to take that. Oh, there's a heavy there. I didn't even see him. He's got kill and run, right? Okay, good. Very good. It'd be bad if he didn't have that. Okay, so we spotted a Sanhedrian soldier. He's under our control, and now I can use him. Well, I can use him as cannon fodder, is what I can do. But, wait, Overwatch cannot be used again this time. Oh, I guess he already used Overwatch at some point. So I'd have to break the window out in order to target that guy. I don't know if I want to do that. But I don't know that I want to leave him alive either. This is a generic rando. If he dies, it's whatever, right? Yeah, like it is whatever if he goes down. So I'm going to use his will points and action points. I'm going to use them very freely. Go for the head, body. That removes his jump jet. I want to remove his helmet. Like I want to lower his will.
Hostile engine. We're alive.
Okay, head down. And then Citizen Eileen is all the way back here. She is so far away from everything. Okay, and then we got the tank. What do I want to do with my tank? I could move the tank over here and then give... Yeah, if I move the tank here, I could give everyone some more action points, which would allow... that would allow our two snipers to go into Overwatch in a better location. Or I could leap the tank somewhere. Honestly, the leap isn't any better. Yeah, I'd say for this turn, there's not really a lot more productive I could do with my tank. So I might as well just get a little closer and... Oh, I guess I moved just a little too far. Move too far. Okay. Well, I still want to get the tank in a better location. I think here would be the better location. I don't want to make it too vulnerable. I don't want to cluster our guys up too much. Oh, experiments. Which I think I forgot to say hey. Oh, belated hey. But no.
Let's clean up some filth.
All right. So what they gonna do? Yeah, I mean, I kind of figured, right? Like, I figured this guy is dead. He's not one of mine, so.
Taking them out.
What kind of weapon is that? I guess that's the advanced PDW. Oh, he's got a flamethrower. Yeah, that guy is so dead. Yeah. You know, I will say this, it is, like, it is kind of fun as a bit of a change of pace to fight the other factions, because, I mean, they use the same gear that we use, you know? Like, they literally use the same exact stuff that we have access to. So it is kind of fun to see how that plays out, right? At the same time, while they can certainly be threatening, I mean, you clearly saw how quickly they can kill a dude if you leave them out in the open. But honestly, like, fighting fellow humans is a lot easier than fighting Pandorans, and like by a mile. Because humans don't, like, you know, humans don't have a heavily armored variant that can stomp through buildings and has like 5,000 HP. You know, humans don't get that beefy or that destructive. So, you know, you never have to worry about stuff like that.
Moving now.
Like, our abilities are actually pretty, like, they're, like, for the most part, the abilities that that you, the player, can get are fairly balanced.
Need an angle.
Like, they're fairly balanced, almost restrictively so at times. So facing an enemy that has to deal with more or less the same restrictions that you have to deal with is, yeah, again, it's a nice change of pace, but it is easier than fighting Pandorans. He's still got some armor on him, so gonna be hard to break through that. Citizen Eileen over here could probably kill that guy.
Targeting.
Ooh, that was a scream. Okay. Now with my tank. Again, the tank is not immortal or nothing. It can take a whole bunch of hits, but like, yeah, I don't want to get it too banged up. Let's see. If we can go for the stun though on some of these guys, that would be great. Enemy spotted. More enemy? Where? Just those guys. Those guys still. I think that's the spot to move to. God, again, the way the thing moves. I could just take this turn to just maneuver, but I think I want to go for a hit here. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I completely forgot. Ooh, it just broke my weapons. Weapon breakage. So now our tank is just kind of dead in the water for right now. Yeah, that ain't great. So we kind of need to jump around this side and start surprising them.
Operative on the move.
That was a bit of a misstep with my tank.
Looking for an angle.
Big misstep. Alright. I don't know that this will work. I do not know. but pop out a decoy. I hope it'll work. Oh, I could totally lay down a flame grenade, like, right in the middle of these guys. I don't know that that affects the turrets. I feel like it probably doesn't. Because how much armor do the turrets have? The turrets have 22 body armor.
Oh yeah.
Fire would penetrate some of that, so... Yeah, sure, why not? Uh-oh. Ah, crap. I keep forgetting that they retaliate like that. I keep forgetting about it. That's gonna be the death of me. Okay, they do. They do in fact shoot the decoy. I'm surprised that human enemies do that. Like, I'm real surprised they do that. You'd think they'd be a little smarter, you know? Like, oh man, that dude, where'd he teleport in from? Okay, and now we're just out in the open. Okay, they don't... Accuracy is a factor. We need to get our tank out of there so bad. It literally cannot defend itself right now. And they're chipping its armor away. Okay. Sniper, please snipe. Right, okay. Spray and pray. Did I hit anything? I got one! Yeah, I can't... Yeah, like, I can't see anything. Well, I guess being able to see, not gonna stop me. Not enough will points to do electric reinforcement. Then in that case, let's just kind of try to navigate the field a little bit. I think we should get the tank out, like, now. Not even... Yeah, not even bother with trying to do anything. Just get it out of there. Get it out of there and put it in a kind of safe spot. I guess the tank did its job of being a bullet sponge, though. Did its job, did it well.
On the map. Switching.
I can still hide over here even if I shoot one more time, so... Okay, he should drop dead next turn. Alright, let's pop Azul out, and... Oh yeah, right, we gotta remember that they do the retaliation fire, so, Double burst and gain accuracy. I think that's what I want. Okay, so there's no way to just disable its, not really. Okay. now we get shot a bunch. Ow. Ow. Oh crap, now he's just standing out in the open with no, like, oh god, that disabled. He's really disabled now. God damn it. Have we gotten Azul killed? Did we just do that? I think we just got Azul killed. If we did, like, this is just a Haven defense. It ain't worth losing a guy if we lose Azul. I mean, there is a chance that he could get resurrected as a cyborg, so... I mean, you know, it's not... Like, it might not be worth redoing, but, hey, okay. So he used up his, yeah, his ability that, saves his life exactly one time. Yeah, he just used that up. So that was his free pass right there. Wait, why would I have a shot on it from there? Why would I be able to shoot it there? That makes no sense. Like, it's because the arms of the thing are sticking through the wall. That's why. Okay.
Moving.
We gotta be careful with Azul now. I really...
Ready to fight.
Yeah, I really risk take way too goddamn much with my guys. So, alright, this is a clean shot, I think. I can't really tell. Yeah, I can't tell what I'm looking at right now. But I need the turrets. I need the turrets to go down. So we got one. One turret down. Get Moriko a little closer, or really, I guess just get Moriko in a place where she can also shoot, right?
Sprinting to position.
Since there's only one turret left, and turrets are a finite resource,
Got this covered.
should be fine. I could do the electric reinforcement, because we have two people standing out in the open, which is never a great place to be. So give them 10 more armor, and hey, they got a better chance to not die. Awesome.
Let me see.
I'm not sure. I don't think I can shoot through that.
Got you good. Looking for an angle.
Okay, no, you can totally shoot through that. Awesome. Then they're just, yeah, they're just standing there then. I'm gonna drop a decoy. Alright. And then the Aspida, yeah, it's just gonna hang back. It's, the Aspida is done. It's done for this mission. I still can't believe the decoys work against humans. Oh! Like, what do they think? It's like, oh, this guy just teleported in out of nowhere. And he's semi-transparent. Must be some new invisibility technology.
Protecting humanity.
Alright. And now they're just open, so gone. And And I think we only have one more guy to take down, right? Just this guy right here. Azul? Oh, Azul could get him. He could got him.
On the double.
It's just I feel like Azul didn't really get to accomplish much this mission, and if he's gonna get beat up this hard, I want him to at least get some EXP for
Let's
it,
just get
you
this
know?
over with.
Alright. That could have gone better. Admittedly, that could have gone a whole lot better. Yeah, we had lots of, oh, I guess he would have gotten the 10 anyway. But, yeah. One badly injured and the Aspida is damaged. Oh, Project Cornucopia is made of fish people. It's made of fish people. Alright, so we did actually get some goodies from doing that. Like, not only do you get the material and, you know, like all the resource rewards, but, yeah, we got the, yeah, some of the nice new Jericho armor-piercing stuff. The armor-piercing sniper, the armor-piercing PDW, got a Sanhedrian rifle, like, yeah, you get some goodies for defending the factions against each other. Sanhedrian faction is now 100%. And again, it's like we kind of we go back and forth, right? As long as we're in the positive, it's fine. But yeah, our faction with New Jericho and Sanhedrian is going to bounce around a lot. That's just what it is. It's gonna happen. All right, so we have our planes incoming over here. Doing good for resources now too. Oh, I could activate a new Phoenix base, and I think that would be a good idea, actually. Costs 900 materials, but it's worth it. It's worth it to activate more bases. Oh wait, infestation chance 100%. After activation, an infested base will need to be cleared out by a squad before it can be used. Oh god. So we're gonna have another mission to clear out our own base. I guess I should have activated it before the mist spread, right? Like, if I'd activated it before the mist spread, then we wouldn't have to deal with that. So, that's unfortunate. Well, we can divert the Tiamat over there, or we can use our we can use the Helioses. We can use those too. But let's activate the base. Yep. Send a squad to clear out the infestation so the base can be used. But the base is at least open, so depending on which team is less injured, we'll send someone in to go deal with that. But we have to deal with the Sanhedrian Haven first, so yeah, we lose 12, gain 12, standard deal. 188 tech, 788 materials. Like, oh, it's so tasty. It's a juicy amount of materials. That is the one good thing about, you know, about like the Havens constantly coming under threat. The advantage is you're just always, like, you've just got tons of resources to work with. Tons. Oh no, the factory is under attack. Alright, deploy! So I can take one guy out and put someone else in if I want. Again, against human enemies, I find heavies are less useful. and snipers. Snipers shine against other humans. So we have one. Okay, so this guy, he's got a. So I mean, the thing about this dude is, he does also have a cannon that is long. Like, it's a decent long range cannon. Does a ton of damage, and he's wearing sniper gear, so he has pretty good accuracy. So you can kind of just use him as a sniper. Honestly, yeah, you just use him as a sniper and it works. I kind of feel like I should even maybe give him the secondary class of sniper. I think, funny enough, that wouldn't actually do a lot for him, right? Like, for a heavy, just a quick thought. Like, the Overwatch thing, you don't need armor break on a heavy. They already, with their various weapons, they do a pretty good job of that on their own. I guess Master Marksman is pretty nice. Like, if you're gonna try sniping with a heavy weapon, then I guess that would work out pretty decent. Inspire, okay, yeah, get a will point for killing something. Marked for death, I think for heavies, I find that heavy and assault pair very well, like on both ends. On both ends of that, I think that heavy and assault just really, they peanut butter and jelly together pretty good. I mean, I could go like with technician, that would also give accuracy, and it would give some extra little features to play around with. But ultimately, assault has one thing that's really good for heavies, and that is quick aim. And quick aiming with a rocket launcher is insane. just absolutely insane. Like, you get 2 rockets off in one turn. That and kill and run, very useful. What else? I'm trying to think. There's the free inventory action, so you can reload your rockets. Yeah, I don't know. Assault just pairs really good with heavy, but I feel like technician also could work pretty well. Again, anything. Like, right now you have no secondary, so any secondary is better than no secondary, right? Like, anything would be better. Okay, so I'm just doing a last second check to see that everyone is sort of equipped as well as they need to be equipped for this kind of thing. For our technician, and their stats are pretty good all around. I guess the only thing that I'd add to it would be like some more speed, but not really necessary. And there's other things I'd want to use the points on later. Yeah, for a lot of characters, it's like, yeah, it's just that there's other things they could use the points for, so you might want to just sit on those points for a bit. Just sit on it and let it ruminate. Ooh, I just realized we could virus it up with our priest unit. Like, we could virus and mind control the enemy, and that would work out. That would work out real good. I mean, hell, just dropping their willpower, that alone is a big advantage. And human enemies, they don't have the crazy levels of willpower that the Pandorans do. So yeah, that'll work out pretty nice. Is this guy, is he properly equipped? He's got technician armor, but he doesn't have the the Dr. Octopus arms. He doesn't have those. But you don't need them. The thing is, the technician armor it's good armor on its own. Like, it slows you down, but it's got very good armor value, and it boosts your accuracy. So it's like it's good even if you don't have the mechanical arms. All right. I think that looks good. Oh yeah, maybe replace someone with Octodad because he's got a sniper. Don't need the second heavy, I'd say. Yeah, so replace second heavy with him. Beware of the psychic scream. I love the little helpful tips because most of the helpful tips, you don't actually see them until you've died like 10 times to the thing. So, you know, thumbs up. But yeah, I will say, like, this part of the game that I'm in right now, it does seem to be the part of the game where, yeah, factions are all at war with each other, and they're just attacking each other constantly. And that's a little bit annoying to deal with. But the good news is that as their conflict goes on, they're gonna burn through their aircrafts, and while they do produce more, it's very slow. So at least for a while, they won't be able to attack each other because they won't have any planes to attack each other with. So it's one of those annoyances that you can kind of mitigate as long as you keep on top of it. Alright, let's see. Talon Blitz Norwood, using the tactic Starting Volley. While leader is alive, allies' first attack with firearms cost 2 AP less, so that's one we want to take out pretty quickly. Yeah, like they basically have 2 free AP, which means for most units, that means they can attack like 1 or 2 even more times than normal. That's bad. That's real bad. Okay. See the enemy. What's our hit chances at? I think we would be shooting through the glass tube there, but I'm prepared. Yeah, I'm not 100%. So electric reinforcement. We know that they're in this general area.
Moving now.
Lots of enemies spotted. What do we got? Got 2 out in the open, 3 over here. So we kind of have an idea of where we want to go. Let's throw down a turret. I want a good clean shot here.
Deploying tech.
That's the cheap turret. I'm willing to lose it. We know there's a bunch of dudes over here too, so I might want to throw turret that away. At the very least, we're far enough away from them that,
Yes.
like, they're probably not going to destroy the turret. Probably not.
Yes.
So I will say we've got a ton of resources right now.
Just give the word.
I can totally afford to shoot off a rocket just to disable one guy. I can totally afford to do that right now. And getting rid of their missile launcher, it's a good idea. Then again, getting rid of their helmet is also always a good idea. Let's go for this one. I still don't understand why the rocket launcher is so incredibly accurate. Like, it's crazy how accurate that damn thing is. but like it's a rocket launcher. I feel like it should, like the idea behind a rocket launcher in most games is that it's, you know, it's big damage and long range, but highly inaccurate. That's usually how that kind of thing goes. This game, it's just no, they're long range, high damage, and also insanely accurate. So try not to get shot by one, I guess. I'm not going to use willpower on it because I feel like it's probably going to miss.
Failed to connect there. Let's show 'em what we can do.
So what am I shooting at exactly here? Oh, nice. Okay, I guess it went right through the little obstacle, like whatever that obstacle is supposed to be. Yeah, just clean straight through it. Well, can't get lucky every time.
I'm here.
Alright, now this... So we know for a fact now that decoys do work on humanoids, which is hilarious, but... Alright. So yeah, I could send this guy out with decoys to try to take care of all those, because they have turrets. Like, plopping out some decoys would, that would keep the turrets busy for a bit. Alright, and for my, my virus shotgun man, I mean, no one... The problem is that no one is nearby. No one is even close to this guy. So, yeah, we gotta get closer if we want to actually accomplish anything. Alright, that's it for turn one. Oh, okay, there's our backup. Nice. I guess we have one singular infiltrator as our backup, and they're probably gonna die soon, right?
Best part of the job.
So I'm assuming he's gonna plop some turrets down, or not. I mean, I guess that is kind of a bad spot for turrets.
Here come the fireworks.
What's he shooting at? What was the plan with that one? What was he trying to shoot at? Come on, someone get closer so that I can mind control you. I both wish and also am happy that mind control, you know, doesn't have longer range. Like, yeah, I wish my mind control had longer range, but then, yeah, that would mean the enemies also have longer range.
Showtime.
I forgot about the heavy they have, and I think he's got a flamethrower too.
Taking them out.
So yeah, it's gonna hurt nice and good. They dead? They dead? So that sounded like a death groan, but I'm not 100% sure. Ooh, wow! Accuracy. Yeah, I'm surprised they got that hit. Uh-oh. Going for our engineer, right? So it didn't do any damage, but it ripped our armor off. Okay.
Channel open.
Uh. Hmm. This will hit a good number of people. I like to keep the electric reinforcement on. And then get into a semi-safe location where we can throw down a turret, but I don't want to throw down a turret just yet. What can this guy shoot? Does he have any poison on him? He's got 30 points of poison. If he gets any more poison, he'll just drop dead, but might want to help that along a little bit. Was that a hit? It's a bad hit chance. This guy, though, is just standing right here out in the open. So go for the easy targets, right? Hmm. Alright, throw down another turret in a place that will actually hit something. Well, these two are just standing right behind each other, so you're gonna hit something, right? Hmm. Okay, where did our infiltrate? We have an infiltrator on this team, right? Or not? Yeah, we have an infiltrator. Okay. So let's make with the decoy deploy.
All I need is a clear shot.
And then let's do some poisoning.
Ow!
Alright, and I guess that's all I can do.
Matter.
All I can do. Let's try to get a little closer with that virus shotgun, because, you know, highly effective if we can get in mind control range, then this will work out real nice. Well, let me see, what's their willpower at? So this guy's got, okay, 10. The willpower cost to mind control is equal to their willpower. So like that guy wouldn't be too hard to take. But if we really want to get some good mind control going, then we gotta lower that number a bit.
This is gonna make all the difference.
Now, hitting them with a grenade, that might affect their will points. At the least, it would injure them all just a little bit. But I think going for the virus shot is the way to go.
Let me see.
Hmm.
I missed.
What? They miss with all of that? Really? All that shooting and every single shot missed? Okay.
Getting out.
Alright, this is a slightly more expensive turret. But again, they are all expendable. It doesn't matter. It's fine. They all serve the purpose of acting as a distraction. I just look at it like that.
I need an angle.
It's not gonna work out good. Gonna electric reinforcement again. Just give the turrets more armor so they have a chance to survive. And then with your stupidly accurate rocket launcher. Yeah, I want to get rid of that. I don't like... I do not like them Fury launchers. So want that gone. I don't think he's really a threat at the moment. So, if possible, let's see if we can get a shot on someone else.
Already there.
What's the hit chance? What's the... That's decent. I want to say that's decent. I'm leaning to like 60-40 odds on that one. Alright, head disabled. Any more lucky shots on that guy? I don't think so. Gonna have to get a little closer. Again, I'm not too worried about disabling the other one. But I know I gotta get in a better range here.
I'm on Overwatch.
Alright, are all my turrets spent? Can't do anything else with them? Okay. Then hopefully that decoy does its job. And hopefully these turrets don't get annihilated by the heavy over here. We will see how all that goes down. Oh, he's still alive. Cool. I kind of forgot about him. I assumed he died. I feel like now he's probably dead. Oh, he's gonna do some rocketeering, ain't he? Oh, he's going for our guys here. Yeah, just armor damage. That's fine. It seems like that is mostly just an armor-piercing rocket, which is, that is bad, because, like, no armor means we take a ton of damage when we get shot. But at least, at least it's not disabling and killing us, right? So, that's fine. Retaliation. Oh, yeah. And his arm's gone, so now he can't shoot his rifle. That's the worst thing that can happen to most units. Is if it's a unit that uses like a two-handed weapon and one of their arms gets disabled, the unit is just a paperweight now. It's not great. But the turrets are doing their job. That's good. Okay, he's overwatching, so, watch out for that. The kid's still... It's just still so dumb that the decoys actually distract human enemies. Like, human enemies that know what a decoy is.
Let's clean up some filth.
I'm happy that it works. It's just... Oh, here we go. Gonna be turret versus turret combat. Wow, like, not only are they distracted, but they can't hit it for shit. Okay. So, yeah, the turret, because of the reactionary fire, I kind of want to get rid of the turret first. It might feel like a bit of a waste, but it's like, yeah, if I don't get rid of it, then... then someone is going to get shot the hell up when they try to get in there. so might as well. Oh, right. I forgot about their Overwatch. I knew the other one went into Overwatch. I forgot that one did too. Before I go shooting anything, I want to see what my odds with mind control are. So so Astrid here only has 4 will points. That is an easy mind control right there. 4, 3, 7. No, there's a lot of easy mind controls going on here. So yeah, let's get in range. I'll take Astrid because they're kind of an annoying unit. And you can only so okay, I will say this. The fact that you can only, like, and this applies to the enemies too, you can only mind control once per turn. I like that. Again, it's a little annoying because if I have a really good mind controller, it's like, oh, I want to mind control everybody. But it's a good thing. It's a good thing that you can't just spam mind control and like just flip the whole enemy team. Or it's good because they could do that to you too, right? Like they could wreck you as well. So yeah, it's probably for the best that that mind control has these limitations. Do I want to put my infiltrator kind of like a little further out there? But I wanted to set up a decoy. It would be kind of putting him in a little bit of a dangerous spot, but like the decoy would totally be worth it. That's a little less dangerous. Okay, yeah. So just pop out a decoy. Cause any issues. And hopefully they go for that instead of going for my guys. Hopefully.
On it.
Gotta push forward. Are we not... Okay, we're not shooting each other now. Is anyone else chilling back here? No. So I guess, yeah, it's like, do I virus now? Do I virus them? Or do I throw out a grenade? Or do I maybe not stand out here in the middle of the... Oh wait, right, if they disable my head, right? If they disable his head, then the mind control ends. So, Oh, I guess I can look out the window here, right? Alright, it's just I don't want to, like... I don't want to stand out in the open because, yeah, if he gets headshot, I'm not so much worried about him dying, but I'm worried about,
Let's have a look.
Yeah, I'm worried that he would lose his control on the enemy. God, I just keep rocketing that guy, and it feels like it's not going anywhere. Honestly, the rocket is not the most effective way to kill a human. If I could get close enough to use the proper heavy weapon, that would work a lot better. Ooh, that looks like a good shot. Good shots all around. Go for the leg. Sweep the leg out. Alright. Still got more turrets that can act. I feel like in order to make that shot work, I would have to first clear out the obstruction. We need someone with a grenade or something that could get in there and help with that. And it looks like all we got is fire grenades, which are effective and do work, but ooh, who we got a shot on here? What am I even looking at? Ah, I could go through the wall here. I see. I see. Oh, there's still that one heavy, like, yeah, there's that one heavy chilling up there. I can't forget about him. It's very easy to forget about him, but I shouldn't. It's just I really want to kill this dude. Really want to take him down. But he's proving to be difficult to hit. AKA, like, oh man, I can't aim. I forgot how aiming works. Oh, there's a sniper. Yeah, there's a sniper over on the other side of the building. I literally forgot about that. But no, none of my guys are over there, and
Moving.
like it's a sniper, so its actions are limited, so I'm not too worried about that. All right. Oh, the Synedrian. There's still a Synedrian guy alive. They always surprise me. I think they're dead. Hey, look at that. He's still in it. He's still in it. Oh, we got some good mind control targets next turn. Was that literally? Oh. Is that all on the Synedrian turn?
Oh!
Come on. Come on, give me my turn so that I can go nuts with mind control. That's the sniper, okay. Oh, why you picking on my little turrets? They're expensive. Don't you know those are expensive? Okay, so who is gonna be good mind control fodder? I have 8 will points. I got a decent amount of will points. As long as their will points are low too, then oh, look at that. They only got 1 will point. Oh yeah, your brain is mine. All right, we got enough will points to maintain control for at least 1 turn, at least a turn. Oh man, I could stack electric reinforcement on everybody here, but that would also help them out, so I won't do it. Okay, you got the heavy back there. I'm not sure if anyone has line of sight on this guy. I don't think so. Alright. So just open the door
All I need is a clear shot.
and start shooting at him. Doesn't matter. Yeah, we have a good shot all around.
Hostile neutralized.
Got that ragdoll. Okay, so that's taken care of. So can I just use my turrets to like look, I know they're friendly in quotes right now, but they're not gonna be friendly. So it might be a good idea to like chip away at their health while they're under my control, you know?
Dashing.
I don't know, I guess I have at least one turn of willpower to control them, so I guess we can deal with this, right? Okay. Got a shot on this guy if I... a little closer, if I angle just a little better, and... Alright. So there's a heavy and a sniper on this side. That's all I gotta deal with.
Still standing.
I think he's panicking too. I see the little symbol on him. Yeah, the cheap turrets do struggle. They struggle to actually to hit things. A little bit of a problem. Okay, so if I wanna take that guy out, I kinda gotta get a little closer. Kinda gotta. Yeah, you actually can't, you can't overwatch with a rocket launcher, it turns out. And I know, just a damn shame. Damn shame.
Got it.
I got an acid gun. If I could get a little closer, I might be able to take him down with that. Like, I think all I need is one shot, right? The problem is they have armor on pretty much all of their body parts, so yeah. So the better thing to do is to put it on Overwatch and kill them on their turn. That's the better option here. So these two are both mind controlled, yeah. Yeah, they're both under my control. We can decide how we deal with them next turn.
Ready for action.
Guess it's my turn.
Got my infiltrator still. I do kind of just want to pump them full of poison so that, so they're just not a threat at all, right? And like that's a thing I can totally do. Yeah, I can just pump it full of poison, and they'll drop dead next turn. This is a possibility. Like, it's good to have a bit of a contingency plan, I guess, right? Alright, so they'll take 100 damage next turn. That'll nearly kill them.
No choice but to keep going.
I got my engineer. Ooh, I could move the engineer over here, and I could claim up this infiltrator. I don't know if they'll do anything this turn, but they will. They actually will.
Ready to fire.
Their accuracy is not the best, but they don't need the best accuracy. What they need is to get closer to that doorway. Oh wait, target human-sized enemy within 12 tiles becomes wild. I do not know what that means exactly. Like, what does they become wild mean?
Threat eliminated.
Like, that's a very vague statement.
Moving to coordinates. I've got a visual.
Alright, this is the last guy right here. Come on, Overwatch, kill him.
Hostiles in sight.
Damn. Ugh.
They got me bad.
Really?
Big boom incoming.
Oh no, they set our sniper on fire. But then we can, okay, so mission over. Yay. It's not great that our sniper got set on fire, but hey, hey, not bad, not bad. So yeah, EXP all around, and our sniper technician, they leveled up, which I have taken to setting a lot more people as a technician as a sub. I still stand by, I think, especially for like an assault unit, I think heavy pairs really well with that. Like, I think heavy is a solid secondary choice all around for the reactionary fire, but I feel like technician is that's a really good solid choice too. Just again, there's lots of solid choices, but I think technician works out pretty good because it opens up a lot of utility. Like, you can heal limbs, and you have electric reinforcement to give everyone around you 10 armor. And it even does help for dealing damage too. Like, it has that ability, that perk, where you get plus 10% accuracy for every action point you currently have. So at maximum, like from 4, that'll give you a maximum of 40% extra accuracy, which is incredible. Like, that's even better than the sniper bonus. And at its lowest, it'll give you a 10% accuracy increase. So, 10% isn't anything amazing, but it's something. And if you're getting 20% or more, then it's actually a really good accuracy boost. So yeah, it's technician is a really good solid choice as a secondary. I'm starting to favor it a little more than heavy now. I still love the reaction shots from heavy, but I don't see it as I guess I don't quite see it as vital now, though it literally, the reaction shots from heavy, that was how I took down a Scylla with only like machine guns and stuff, is just constant reaction fire. So it is still pretty good. Alright. Got medkit, got another one of those armor-piercing assault rifles. I tend to not use these, though. Like, I do like the, I like the armor piercing on them, but it's only 15 armor piercing. So, like, enemies like the Scylla that have, like, 50 or more armor on a single piece, I mean, you're still, like, yeah, the vast majority of your damage is getting blocked by the armor still. Like, being able to shred armor off is still crucial. And I like that the normal rifle shreds armor, so, it might not do any damage initially, but if you just keep shooting it, then you will deal damage. That's kind of the thing, is that the armor penetrating weapons, like, you can unload on a dude constantly, but like, if no armor is being shredded by anyone else, yeah, you're never really gonna progress in killing the enemy. Like, if they have more armor than your bullets, so it's a bit of a drawback with those. Alright, so we gotta level up. I could use all the XP to give him a secondary, but I have to be a little more careful with that. Oh, the wife is meowing at me. Which, good timing. So, okay. We'll leave the, I'll do the management off stream, but I'll just be leveling up the dudes, getting them ready, and maybe advancing time just a little bit to see if any more, like, busy work missions happen. Probably want to clear out that infestation, but again, that's stuff we've done before and we can do again later, so I'll probably do that off stream too. But I'll just have it set up so we can keep advancing next time. Alright. So with that, we didn't really make a whole lot of progress. We did get one story scene, but hey, that's something. Mainly this phase of the game is just lots of busy work. Lots of defending havens from each other. Lots of grind, but yeah, that's this phase of the game that we're in right now, I guess. So lots to do off camera. Alright, so for today, that's all. Thanks one and all that showed up. Many a silent lurker, but you know, always that's fine. So till the next time, I'll see you all around. I'ma go make some lunch now. Later.